Welcome to sideB, motherfuckers.
Welcome to sideB, motherfuckers.
Hey, one goal, one thing, one move, man, that shit don't change. It's certain. Real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do. Ay, there's only one goal, one thing, one move, man, that shit don't change. It is certain. Real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do real fucking things. Alright, I'ma keep it general just like the army. Most real niggas know most niggas phony. Your shadow got your back, huh? Just like your homie. That's why shady niggas will harm thee. Just ask Caesar. Brutus got him and caught him before his last breather. If that don't make you believers, then you'll learn. Honesty is a quality that will burn, but it's cool. And trust is a quality you will earn. You a fool if you think you learn all of the rules. Imitating imitation and they calling it cool. I know a little bit, but go ahead and call me a fool. While you sprinkle sugar on shit and you calling it food. See, I'm just trying to groove and you standing on the wall with your hands on your balls, making crab claws move. Trying to bonk at a dog, but I don't bonk. I just fall back till you think you winning, but you lost enough again.
What we need to be singing? We got the meat.
Put your t-shirt on. That's black business.
It don't sing the McDonald's one.
I was about to, but I was like, nah.
No, he don't get no money off that. Don't play my nigga Pusha T. Who name is like has no T in it. Name like Steven or some shit.
Dog. You know, I was laughing. I was telling that to Deuce earlier, dog. I was saying it's funny how some of the shit I just think about really people really grasp to, like the likes and shit I get, like on like what I said about thin crust pizza.
Wait, son, I don't see what that segue was.
I'm
two don't go to the house like, wait, what? How did we make this about people liking your shit?
Wait, what were we talking about before that?
Just Pusha T name not beginning with a T.
Man, fuck Pusha T.
And then he said, you know, niggas really like me, dog. Like, what?
You know what? Since we talk about Pusha T, let's talk about me.
Let's talk about me.
PushaJoe.
Let's push some me. Let me push some me, goddammit.
Oh, man, fuck Pusha T, man. But no, let's take that black away. We about to get it.
One, ain't no rule. Yeah, two, y'all do that shit all the time with the cigarette. Y'all just
you said it, so I can't get mad.
Fuck.
I can't get mad.
Me and my little black until the
We be in this bitch with 3 cigarettes all in your face.
I be wondering. I'm like, we got weed though, y'all. I just hit this buzz right quick, like
nigga just like, no, we gonna hit the cigarette and then we gonna close all the windows and doors of the house so we can contain it.
We're gonna
secondhand.
We're gonna die together, y'all.
It's the diecast.
That's one of the funniest things about watching like old films when that shit was like legal to just smoke wherever the fuck.
Bruh, all on a train, all in church.
Nigga, I was just watching like I was saying off mic, I was watching Pulp Fiction and like you know we just busting the cigs out.
All in the fucking restaurant.
Nigga, your boy John Travolta rolling a tobacco because as long as I thought that was a joint, by the thing taking no, you could smoke indoors. So he rolling up this tobacco little joint and I'm like, damn, you could just be up in a restaurant. Smoking.
You can even smoke on planes.
Nigga,
yeah.
that dude.
And that's dangerous.
Crazy.
That just sounds so
stupid.
Like, how was that tolerated?
I'm about to say scary, but stupid.
That's the stupidest shit I ever seen. We about to go in air and we got babies and shit on plane. We about to just smoke this out.
But he said stupid so hard. Stupid.
Because like this is also a time when niggas didn't know it give you cancer. It's not like niggas didn't know.
They didn't know the level to that degree.
Man, niggas wasn't selling them that level. Niggas knew the level. The FDA knew the level, but they wasn't getting sold that level. You saw Mad Men. The advertisement was a motherfucker.
I was just saying, so they didn't realize how damaging it was in the 50s.
Man, they said it gave you cancer.
Allegedly.
They allegedly tell you that now.
Right, son. Because I'm saying, especially because like really, like in the Reagan era when they became the war on drugs and all that shit, that's when they started really.
More like the war on thugs.
Message, much more. Damn, nigga. I caught that one like a word when he said that, bitch. Like, oh yeah.
Wow.
But that's when they started cracking also down on tobacco products having to be more clear about that fact. But for the longest, they'll say that shit, but kind of like they'll hide that shit or they'll slickify that shit. And you be like, okay, I know y'all don't want to tell people that this shit kills, but this shit kills though, y'all.
I'm gonna go back to Mad Men again, son. You bug your boss in the advertisement. Your boss said, what we supposed to tell them? If you're gonna die with us. Like that's like
Nigga, the advertisers are the masters of the finesse, dog.
What's dripping in finesse?
Dripping, like that job is basically professional finesse.
That's exactly what it is. And
Yep.
if you think it's not, you're a crazy person, dude. Like they do that shit to us.
How can we
every
manipulate
day,
the
son.
masses?
Yep.
Like we literally have no choice. Like they got the science on like how to make us see things and not see things.
And the thing is, the science can easily be like, you know what the funny thing about the science? The truth breaks down the science of that. But if you don't go searching for the truth on your own and just get sold that is the truth, which most people do, because people are stupid.
Shouts out to all the black motherfuckers with money that's getting in on this marijuana going legal both early.
Did
feel me?
you see that thing about Colorado? That was in USA Today?
That was bullshit.
I thought so too.
Yeah, that was a bullshit article. Because the hilarious thing about Colorado is every article and everything that's come out about it before that was the complete opposite. Now all of it nonsense.
I think it's also from
was
this Republican guy who, I think somebody said it best. They
Niggas
said
have agendas, dog.
that's what I think.
Agendas be damned. And that's another thing too. But see, these days, the hilarious part is this. The scare tactic is only to make niggas look left while the niggas on the right is getting that money off it. So when them niggas stop looking and everybody stop looking left, they can once again finesse it in a different way. These niggas that have motherfuckers thinking they have new marijuana. See, the weed that we growing now in these safe facilities is not the weed of yesteryear. That's why we can legalize it. They'll pull some bullshit like that and you'll be looking like, the fuck?
Next thing you know,
y'all reinvented a plant? Like, the fuck?
Next thing you know, boy, your pack of weed gonna say might cause cancer.
They might lie, they'll lie. And when we ain't killed nobody ever since ever, they'll put that on there, nigga. It's just, once again, all the black people they got, because if I had the money to get into that shit early enough, I would, because it's coming. Shouts out to the homie Lauren who come, talking there. She came talking there at the
podcast. At the
Blaze
of Worship.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to her because she been on that. Like, she on that shit hard.
I mean, I always tell you about my dreams of owning a dispensary out in New Orleans, you know what I'm saying, and having a place.
Holla at her, dog. I remember once she came through, and I'm thinking she coming through just to blow one with a nigga, son. She came through to blow one, but she came wanting to speak business.
Yeah,
listen, as we blowing, we need an advocate.
Nigga, she
on
was
their
running
page
it,
to talk about this right here, bro.
I was too high to take it all in, but I respected the game of, okay, I see this is a woman that's going to be up on it. You did,
right.
man.
I would love to be on your team when this shit hits the fan and, man, you come out good on top of this because you were on it.
Because that's how they get in so many industries. You'll sit back and be broke and be like, damn, man, that bitch popped right under my nose. There's so many things. It's one thing when you get born into something, McDonald's already here or that it's already here. But there's been certain things that's blown up while we've been at the age of being able to invest.
That's why, dog, we got to start putting our ears, and I know especially for me speaking, we got to put our ears more to the streets of what's going on and some of these things. Like some of these radio shows that we really be talking about business and some of these papers and articles.
Ain't even just about the radio shows. You write about the articles.
I'm like every source of information I can get it. You know what I mean?
It's more about there's niggas who that's their job. As like them niggas with money get this shit early because they already have those financial planners that connect them with those.
Access.
But I'm not talking about as far as like the money game. I'm talking about for it being under my nose and I didn't know it was gonna pop.
That's what I'm saying is them niggas or have the job to suss that out before anybody else knows. That's why that's their job. And they'll come to you like, man, I'm telling you the next whatever how many years this is gonna pop. So a lot of these things that we just hearing about niggas.
So you telling me we need a piranha?
You need a piranha, stupid ass from Luke Cage. This nigga piranha. But yeah, nigga, hell yeah.
Shit gonna be big.
I mean, everybody does. Like that's part of, when you're getting your finances together, dog, you could get to that level. That's part of getting to that level. That's like I always say, I couldn't imagine myself getting real lump sums of like real money and not keeping that shit. Because there's so many ways and avenues.
To invest and say, but
there's so many doors that open when you get money. There's new doors that open and new people that come that can.
The thing is, if you don't shop around right, you could put on something that could pop one day and go plummet and belly up the next.
That's very true, dog. But like, I'd rather somebody put forth the effort and get fucked over in a way that they couldn't control versus you sitting there with your money and spending it.
I can tell you this though.
Frivolously.
I can tell you this. Once I reach and hit 1 million, no matter if I lose it or not, I can hit 1 million again. I can do it again. I
ain't about to even play myself. I'm gonna hit that million again with the million I already got. Is what I'm saying.
No, I know. I definitely see what you're saying.
And go back to that well trying to, cause nigga, dude.
Because I can't speak for the future. Things might happen.
Hard.
Right.
Hitting that first million was hard as shit.
Tough.
Man, that's what Drake said. But you know what nigga told Drake? That boy, I want to say, what's his name? Very rich guy. Anyway, his quote was, because Drake's quote was, man, that first, like we just did the exact words we said, man, that first million was tough. And that boy put, try your first billion. And I was like,
All that's tough, dog. But once again,
that first billion, like first million is tough, but like that first billion, to get to that billion status, that shit must be like, dog, you don't understand how much I'd lose millions to get this billion.
I mean, that's 1,000 millions. Like,
and I stand by, dog. All that's by perspective, dog. Because right now, to a nigga that ain't got nothing, $1 million and $1 billion sound the fucking same.
Man, I'm trying to get my first 20,000. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my first 100K.
I'm just saying.
Right, like, can I get six figures first?
Come on, I'm just saying, dog.
I'm trying to get 5 figures. Fuck.
So I think it just becomes, once you
Ain't no-
get to the
not at the
millionaire
end of the
talk,
year.
billion looks like $1 million once you got millions. You know what I'm saying? But I don't care once I have millions. I do care. I want to, make them stack. But once I got millions, it's like, all right, let me just build from here. Let me build.
Yeah,
build.
If I ever hit the level of wealth,
Mm-hmm.
then I know I'm set for life, dog. And as long as I keep the thing wealthy and keep the machine running, I'll be good.
You're only good if you make it good. You're
Like-
only good if you build the right way.
And
And
keep
some
it-
people, once again, like you said, some people get that mill and don't build that mill, and then they look back right where they started.
Niggas also got to invest with the times. Most niggas lose the mill or lose the shit they had to build that was working at the time because when time passed on, they didn't evolve and they got lost.
I mean, that's a whole other conversation. But once again, it's still better than the nigga that's just spending stupid shit once they. Because I can't understand nobody that achieve wealth or fame and squander it.
Squander the shit, dog. Like, that shit would be a mystery to me forever. Dog. Like,
Dog, I can't real talk, son. I can't tell you because none of us in those shoes, but I don't know, dog. Some shit, dog. I think that's such another realm and level of shit that scares people, dog. You know, certain people ain't built for that shit.
Some people ain't, dog. It's unfortunate. It's just like
It'll squander a nigga mind, like, wow, how could you do this? But then when you look at certain things, like, I guess you wasn't built for this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you should have, you peaked so hard.
maybe, like, there's a story for every idea. You know what I mean? And it's just like, cause. Oh man, one cat that made me think of that just recently. He wasn't even big yet, but you building, dog. He was the bad guy on that Superfly movie, and he was apparently in these other movies as well. And I'm like, son, like you raped this chick, and
What?
Yeah, his whole career
dude,
done.
yeah.
His whole
The
career
niggas
done.
in the Superman movie, the villain?
Superfly film. He had the tats and shit. Slim nigga. He looked like he like a bad guy. He like evil Chris Brown. But
The one that was in that Stump the Yard movie?
I never saw Stump Yard.
No, the fraternity movie he was in.
Honestly, I've only seen that guy in that, but apparently he was in other things. But it's when that story broke, I'm like, damn, son, like.
You talking about the main character, Superfly?
No, not the villain, son.
Oh, I didn't see the.
That's why I keep saying it's the villain on Superfly, the bad guy. Not Superfly, no, we're not gonna say that. That dude is still making his money. That little dude getting it in. He on not Blackish, the spinoff. Grownish. He's on.
Oh,
that.
with the curls.
That guy plays. The guy who plays Superfly is on Grownish. But what I'm saying is the bad guy is. I guess I'll pull him up since you got absolute confusion.
What? I was like, Superfly is a super rapist.
Nah, bruh. Young Blood. That's not a thing. News. I'm trying to hit that boy. DC. He ain't on. But he ain't that, like, he really ain't that important. But I'm just saying in general, he just was one recent example exemplifying that problem that me and D just was saying. Like, nigga, like, you're there. The connects, the lights, you're there.
You're there, idiot.
And you fucked it. Like, and I will never, ever understand it.
Nope.
Feel me? But let's get into episode 66 side B, man. Welcome to the Fly with Bats podcast. 66 side B. These are the potty mouth potty head podcast.
Somebody must have called us a potty head.
The potty head.
The potty mouth potty head.
That sound like some weird head shit. The potty head.
This that actor guy, Martin Bats Bradford. You can find me on Facebook as Martin Bats Bradford, but on all your other social media platforms at Mr. Bats. Spell that Mr. out there. You ain't gonna find me, and as usual, I'm here with my brothers.
What's up, cunts? It's your boy D Mac.
I wonder if he's ever gonna run out. Let's see. Let's put this to the test.
I'm gonna keep coming up with something good to say.
We gonna fuck around and start saying British slang and shit after a while, like
So,
all
bruh,
type of shit.
We're gonna go very, very far with this. I'm telling you now. But yeah, it's me, your boy D Mac, and you can catch me on Instagram at FrenchBraid.kid and follow my clothing line at YourDig504. And side B, this is
Side B 66.
Yeah, side B.
side B. We are on.
Passe wine, it's your boy AlphaJoe, fresh out of the gumbo, still deep in the roo. And if you're out in the streets and you're looking for me, you can find me on IG, AlphaJoe, no E. And I'm tired.
504.
Yep. I'm tired as a motherfucker, y'all.
This the
I'm
cat.
so tired. Oh, man. I don't know him.
Actor Kaylin Walker, but fuck him. Keep going.
Fuck him.
But man, fuck man, you gonna interrupt this raping ass nigga from my fucking pod?
I just trying to show you a picture up since you was like,
And
who is it? Who'd you tell about?
And I'm still asking questions of who this nigga is.
Yeah.
That nigga, he looked like 22 Savage, but light skin.
Man, you like a bunch of people. You're right. You're right. That's all I can say. Yep, you're right.
But you can find me on Facebook, Joseph Alphaman Pons. And it was just, you know how when you don't work out for the weekend, and so you start like snagging and doing a couple of drinks, and then you gotta get back into it Monday, and your body just be like, man, you should have took a little bit better care. That's how I feel. I feel very hurt. I feel like I shouldn't have had those 5 shots I had from the Saints game last night, along with a rum and coke.
Shouts out to the Saints.
Shouts out to the Saints. Who that?
Getting it in right now. You dig? Oh, one thing I didn't bring up on the sports section yesterday that I meant to was oh shit. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, Warriors roar.
Was big ups to Roman Reigns, man. Send that the wrestler Roman Reigns, real name Joe Inoki, he got leukemia and had to release the WWE Championship.
That shit was crazy.
Never in my life as a wrestling fan had I ever seen someone have to relinquish the title because of cancer, man. That's deep as fuck.
Especially in his like physical fit form, like you would be wondering like, damn, is this shit striking like a plague? This shit could happen, and he had it before.
22. It went in remission. He had it at 22,
Okay.
and it went in remission, and then I was led back the fuck up. He has to go fight it, and he had to release the title. And it was like it was emotional just watching him have to give that speech
I
in
cried,
front of all
son.
the people. I busted a tear too in front of all them people, and having to drop it and stuff. Because you know, I mean, these motherfuckers work hard to get to the top, and have to just give all that up and now fight for your life.
Right, a bigger fight than this. You know what I'm saying?
That shit deep, man. So like, yeah, much positive energy, prayers, or whatever would have you at Roman Reigns.
I know Vince gonna take care of that nigga with the top.
I mean, he even said it. It's not a retirement speech. I'm about to beat this shit, kick his ass, and come my ass on back.
And that's what's gonna happen.
You hear me? Talk about a face turn. Now they ain't gonna never boo him if he come back. Because for the longest, dog, like
You come back like that, like that's the most epic comeback
ever.
Like
he finally gonna get the cheers that Vince always wanted him to get.
Nigga, what?
Because the thing with him
I kicked Cancer's ass. Now I'm here to kick your ass.
Hey, that's basically what he gonna be on. Like he was a character that was miscast. Everybody wanted him to be a bad guy, so they booed him, and they still respected his
Wrestling
his ability. But it was like something we don't want him as a good guy right now. You're trying to force him in a position we don't want him to be as.
They don't like his story.
But Vince, of course, love his look, love everything else, so it's still pushing. Well, now, like I said, when he kicks Cancer's ass, which I'm hoping that he does,
He will.
He gonna come back the biggest star there for real.
yeah, the biggest
For real.
in there though.
Oh, what's the matter? You told your ACL and came back? That's nice. I kicked Cancer's ass, nigga. Now I'm about to kick your ass.
Fuck with me.
Oh, what's up, Sami Zayn? Your back got broke? Well, guess what? I kicked Cancer's ass. Now I'm about to break it back again.
Fuck with me. You dig? So, yeah, before we get into the festivities, first off, we pull out that scroll, shouting out all our podcasts, the local ones and such as the Your 30 podcast with Marty Edwards and the Arrogant Observer. Big ups to Arrogant Observer, man. He gonna be doing my makeup for Halloween. I was like, yeah, son. He's gonna think
nice
to hook me up for Halloween. So,
Nice.
You know, thank you,
I gotta
Lawrence.
get him to do that for me. Shit.
Real talk.
Makeup, nigga.
I did that with my girl yesterday because I needed some makeup done and she was an artist and I was like, Adoy. Why am I trying to go buy a mask and shit? We're artists. We know other artists who do this for fun.
That's how it goes, man. I know a few people that do stuff like that, but to have someone close, because last year Jay still did my Joker and that was fine, but I'm doing Two-Face this year. I'm about to go, like, I'm going through all the Batman villains for the next few years. And I was like, at first I was gonna get Jay still to do that one, but I remember like, wait, we got Lawrence over here who does some shit. You heard me go hard with it. So I'm like, all right, Lawrence, I want, let's go.
I hope we all go to the jazz market dressed up for
I
Halloween.
mean, that's Jazz Market popping. But so yeah, shouts out to you, Arrogant Observer. Also, we'll figure this out podcast with Jay Skills, Leader of God, and Kiki. The Misbelief Radio Show podcast hosted by DC Paul, Oshun, Malik the Historical Geek, and Jay Still, Fat Girl Nola, and us. Also, the Four Misses and the Mic podcast, the On the Lake podcast, the Better Hand of God podcast. Oh, you are holding the scroll. Awesome. The Therapy Noir podcast, the Sugar Sass and Sarcasm podcast, Hip Hop Nerd podcast, 50420 podcast, Fuck What You Heard podcast, No Dope on Sundays podcast, Teapot podcast, Home Video Hustle podcast, Talk Brothers podcast, and that is all I believe.
Nice. Wasn't there like one other one that you talked about last time?
I just said them home video hustle.
Yeah. There we go. Cool.
So shouts out to them.
Yeah.
Shouts out to everybody listening. Shouts out all the way around the board. Once again, hit us up at flywithbats@gmail.com with any questions, comments, commentary, anything you want to see, or anything that you want to tell us. Please hit us up because we want you to be part of that conversation, as we always say, man. So let's get into the side B, man. First off, at side B, we started off with that ETOUFEE
of the day.
Where we get into some deeper morsels of some shit that gets a little charged up. After the ETOUFEE of the day, we get into that DOSE of NoLA'MURICA,
which is your friendly reminder of just where we live and just what the fuck we be having to deal with out here in these streets.
Then we get to that NOOO HA.
Bitch, I know you lying.
Well, we get to some crazy stories that kind of lighten the mood from after all the craziness that happens in that ETOUFEE. And we end that bit off
with the hero highlight, where we take the time to shine light on someone who's doing good in the world of pure D fuckery.
Buckray. Then we holler at y'all in the next couplers, you dig?
Fucking right.
So without further ado, let's get to some ETOUFEE.
Ooh.
After got his first gun, he ready to murder. He out of control like a swole on bourbon. I don't even drink. If I see you, I ain't see you. Nah, I don't even blink. Nah, I don't even think that I'm here. But if I see you and I like you, I'ma smile. Is this really who I am? Huh? Then versus now, life is too wild. This shit is out of hand. I'm just trying to live, but y'all don't give a damn. I'm just trying to be cool. I don't wanna lose my word, lose my mind, lose my spine, lose my shirt. But if you know me, then you know I go berserk. And you know I go berserk. And you know I go berserk. Head first, I'm just young.
So, apparently niggas is trying to blow up Democrats. What y'all saying?
That shit is crazy. I think it's the Klan. I think it's set up from David Duke, the political parties that in the Klan that have been plotting this shit for years. You know what I'm saying? I think that nigga that got in Florida was the fall man. And I also think that this shit was a decoy from something else too. To me, it seemed like it's too much of a hoax. You send it to all these people at once, and these niggas all got bombs. And then Maxine Waters got at both of her locations. Mm-hmm. I was like, whether these bombs are real or not, because they never tell us what these bombs were made of or anything yet, have they? This
nigga look like a woman to me. Every time I look at the mugshot, I keep seeing a fucking jailhouse woman.
Well, that's because Spanish people like to do their eyebrows.
He's Native American, but whatever. And that's the irony of that. You're a Native American Trump supporting motherfucker. Native American Trump supporter. What the fuck? And every time I look at it, I'm like,
he's a hired fall guy.
It's like a woman.
Used to be
a stripper.
I think he a fall guy, dog.
His name is Caesar Sojak.
Caesar Sojak, and he's a Native American.
Sojak. I might be saying it wrong, man. Sojak.
I think he's a Spanish Native American.
I mean, I'm not gonna tell him what he is if he tells me what he is.
No, he ain't say what he is. That's what them people saying.
You hear me?
Because for the story.
They're not gonna just make up that he's Native American. You know what I mean?
I ain't saying he ain't Native American, but I feel like there's some Spanish in there too.
I won't go off what they're saying so far. He might, you never know, it's somewhere down the pipeline. But like D said, so you still feel like conspiracy, that Fall Guy situation.
Yep, and I think there's some else shit going on. And I also think if anything else, at the very least, I think it's a fear tactic to start on some other shit that's about to happen from the fucking Klan.
It's definitely fear tactics on the right. I have to say that unequivocally. This is the right side of the fucking politics, and this is what Donald Trump has bred in this fucking country, dog. Even though people have done shit like this all the time, Donald Trump has openly called for violence against the fucking news media, against people that just think differently. And he said he'll pay the hospital bills. Yeah, he'll pay your bill. Yeah, he'll pay your bill. I mean to say, if you put something in the hospital for his ass, he'll pay your bill. That's what he said on his campaign trail. And all of the people that got targeted are, well, not all of them, but quite a few of them. Clean majority, from Robert De Niro all the way up to freaking Barack Obama. Yeah,
actors, niggas that anybody that has something negative to say against the president.
Anybody said anything
negative against the president, and with power. I was about to say a big group of these people are people that Donald Trump himself has gone on the record of making into targets in some kind of way. He's talked bad about Maxine, a lot of the people, especially Auntie Maxine. You know what I'm saying? Which I think is really fucked up because she got multiple packages. I'm like, damn, y'all really hate the black woman that fucking much?
And she
But
said,
anyway,
send them. Yeah, motherfucker,
Right.
I ain't
This
scared.
ain't my first package, bitch. I come from there, was bombing motherfuckers at your front door.
You know what I'm saying, dog? So they say they got the guy, but if he is a fall guy, like, what are they trying to, like, make us not see? Like, it's just
That's the
some
question.
kind of distraction of some kind. Like, is there something else bigger behind it all? Like,
Where the real bomb at, bitch?
The thing is, dog, there's always multiple things going on at once in any news cycle. We already know that.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's a fall guy. I think it's exactly what you just said about what Donald Trump has bred in this country. This is not, like some people say, Donald Trump's in the no. I don't think Donald Trump is. The thing about Donald Trump, son, I don't find him to be a purposely, intentionally evil person. He just fucked up. Like, he don't strike me as a person that's gonna send the shooters and the hitters. He seems kind of too cowardice for that. But this is the language, the verbiage, the energy, the negativity. You've spawned these type of motherfuckers. Even if you go back to like even the black dude who shot up them cops, like that was spawned from motherfuckers being tired of cops getting away with brutality. At some point, you're going to always get that breaking point where somebody does something drastic. History always shows that shit. So, with Donald Trump keep pushing and pushing and pushing, yeah, some psycho motherfucker going to be, like, if you want to call him the fall guy, he a fall guy, all right, but not like in that manner to me. He's a fall guy on a level of, yeah, you gonna probably throw him to the fire, you dig? But at the end of the day, he did this shit for you.
So you saying
because of your shit.
So you saying he's a crazy follower who's deep in the Kool-Aid?
Yeah. I think he just in the Kool-Aid because them niggas exist.
Yeah,
them niggas exist hard to fuck up. And he did this thinking his mind, I'm doing this for Trump. When it's like, nigga.
He's a
like,
Charles Manson cult follower.
dude, we like see how
For
Trump people are in the media every fucking day. Like, they are delusional, son.
Yeah, man.
Like, they are openly oblivious to like all the fucked up shit that he's doing.
Because now they can be outwardly racist as they want to be, as they always wanted it to be.
And think that they're not racist.
We got so many stories like that. And the mounting, if you look at every side of America since he's been in office, some people like to be like, it's Barack's fault. No, a motherfucker not being racist and y'all deciding to feel some kind of way because we have a black president ain't the black president's fault. You hear me? When you got a president in office who outwardly basically supports a lot of the racist groups, even got motherfuckers going to these summits, even not
Dog
even giving them
for days,
nigga,
dude.
not even
For
giving
days.
them. We have problems on equal sides. I'm sorry, the KKK and black people are not equal.
not the same.
Are not equal in their feelings. They should not get the same merits. I'm sorry. One's a hate group. One's a group of people just trying to live in this motherfucker. So it's like, dude, and it just kills me too how the right wing media at first, before this nigga was caught, was trying to say it was a hoax by the Democrats. Why the fuck would they
I knew that was gonna come though. Like, as soon as this shit happened, I was like, they're gonna say that it's a fucking hoax, that we're fucking doing it, basically, like liberals and shit are like, you know, staging this whole fucking
bombs
thing. And I'm like,
Why
okay,
the
like
fuck?
I wasn't shocked at that part.
And they finding these bombs, real bomb, like real
Pipe
bomb
bombs,
pops
yeah.
and shit, real pipe bombs, dog. And they really gonna stage. It's not gonna get that real, man. Like, come on,
Hold
son.
on, let me tell you this. How does a pipe bomb get mailed all these different places without not getting caught in the mail? All these bombs, could none of them get caught in the mail?
Niggas send weed in the mail every day, G.
The niggas weed get caught too.
Sometimes it don't.
and-
I mean, that's the whole thing.
But this ain't weed, just any old weed though. This ain't weed like that's getting sent to my house or anybody else's. This is weed getting sent to Barack Obama's house.
Hey man, I don't know, cause the thing is, who's to say that motherfucker didn't just put a package there?
Like,
I don't know.
This nigga's that clever. This random ass guy from Florida is that clever that he could send all these bombs to top officials and actually make a destination.
Maybe, dog. Maybe you might be on to something he had backing, dog. It's not possible that he had backing, son. You gotta get into the.
I ain't no fucking crime investigator, but I've seen a lot of shows that have, and I watch 48 and all this other dumb shit, and I think, and I use common sense. And I ain't saying he couldn't have, but that's one hell of a man if he could have.
Did you read the story to get the details?
From Apple.
I read some of it. Let's get to the full thing. I didn't, because the thing is, I didn't get to the part where he was Cherokee, and he.
Yeah, he's Native American. I'm just saying. He said he gets a part where he was Cherokee. And they were oh, that's nothing. They were talking about he was tweeting about he was gonna do this for a while. This black lady threw him under the bus, and nobody.
Because nobody listens to black.
I said nobody listens to a black woman.
Like, dude,
What?
That's deep too. That this lady already reported.
Screamed help for this
shit.
shit.
Nah, no one listened.
Nope.
Let me see one of these stories. Florida man with a long, he calls a Florida man with a long criminal history was charged Friday in nationwide bomb scare targeting prominent Democrats who've traded criticism with Donald Trump. Justice Department officials revealed that a latent fingerprint found on one package helped them identify their suspect. The criminal complaint charges
On one package, not all of them.
with illegally mailing explosives, illegally transporting explosives across state lines. So he wasn't just mailing them; he was dropping these bitches off at places, making threats against former
All
presidents,
them places though?
assaulting federal officers, and threatening interstate commerce. Court records show Soyak, an amateur bodybuilder with social media accounts that denigrate Democrats and praise Trump, has a history of arrest for theft, illegal steroids possession, and 2002 charge of making a bomb threat.
Wow.
The development came amid a nationwide manhunt for the person responsible for at least 13 explosive devices addressed to prominent Democrats, including Obama, Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, etc. The case continued widening Friday, even as Soyak, I might be saying his man's name, oh fuck wrong, Sayok, whatever, was detained. Someone called Caesar was detained as investigation in California scrutinized a similar package sent to Kamala Harris. Oh Lord. In Washington, Attorney General Jeff Sessions cautioned that Sayok Caesar had only been charged, not convicted, but he said, let this be a lesson to anyone, regardless of political beliefs, that we will be bringing forward. I don't give a fuck about what you guys say, Sessions. In
So
Florida,
he was charged, not convicted.
law enforcement officials were seen on television examining a white van, its windows covered with assortment of stickers outside the Plantation Auto Parts store. Authorities covered the vehicle with a blue tarp and took it away on the back of a flatbed truck. Stickers included Trump, blah, 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 blah. Trump, after Soyak was apprehended, declared, we must never allow political violence to take root in America, and Americans must unify. Oh, you trying to flip it. As in comments earlier, Earlier Friday, he complained this bomb stuff was taking attention away from the upcoming election. That's Trump talking. I'm trying to get more details on how this shit went. Let's see. They say that it was addressed to New Jersey Senator Cory Booker, blah, blah, blah. Investigators believe the mailings were staggered. The U.S. Postal Service searched their facilities 48 hours ago, and the most recent packages didn't turn up. Officials don't think they were sitting in the system without being spotted. They were working to determine for sure. The officials spoke to the Associated Press on condition of anonymity. I can't fuck up this word. Anonymity, there we go, to discuss an ongoing investigation. Online court showed that Caesar in 2002 arrested and served a year of probation for a felony charge threatening to throw or place a bomb. He was convicted in 2014 for grand theft, 2013 for battery. He faced several felony charges, possession of synthetic steroids.
See, son, this guy looks like the perfect guy I could pin a crime on if I want to do some heavy shit and blame it on somebody. He has a small active crime of,
Law enforcement officials told the Associated Press that the devices containing timers and batteries were not rigged to explode upon opening, but they were uncertain whether the devices were poorly designed or never intended to cause physical harm. Most of those targets were past or present. I want to see more. The commentary among the bomb targets were obvious. The package, the clapper was addressing him at CNN's Midtown Manhattan address. So all this wasn't sit to their houses or sit in spots that they would be. A frequent Trump critic said,
what you mean sit in the spots that would be?
Like CNN's Midtown Manhattan address instead of Clapper's home.
Manhattan address, CNN's.
CNN Midtown Manhattan, the CNN building. He sent to the CNN building instead of the specific person he wanted there. So I'm saying,
all right, but
some of these were sent to houses though. Specific,
but it's still weird that all these different spots across the country.
The packages stoked nationwide attention. The bombs are about 6 inches long, packed with powder and broken glass, according to law enforcement officials who viewed X-ray images. The officials said the device was made from PVC pipe and covered with black tape. The first bomb discovered was delivered Monday to suburban New York compound of Soros, a major contributor to Democratic causes. Once again, that's a spot. That's not a house. Soros has called Trump's presidency dangerous. So yeah, he made it basically with homemade materials that could go unnoticed. Now, I don't think he's not going to...
All these places, all these mailboxes, all this shit gonna notice. It gets fingerprinted by one box that he fucked up on, and that's how the fingerprints nails back to this nigga, who is some kind of fucking in-house mastermind of bombing, who never... The story.
They didn't say he was a mastermind. They said some of the bitches didn't even let their work.
I think there's more to the story.
There's most likely more to the story, but I'm not going to say that.
I don't think all his mail places failed like that.
Maybe. The thing is, I could give you he might have had help. You feel me?
I think
give you
something
help,
like that.
But I won't say that it's the Klan setting up a grand scheme or Trump setting up a grand scheme.
If it ain't the Klan will use this as a way to get like, all right, brothers, they're starting to fight back. We need to join them.
I mean, dog, it took just one shooter to take out like 40 people. You know what I'm saying? So it could be just him and like 5 of his friends that just on one for all the fuck we know. They could pull something like that off. Just giving enough.
It'll always be the Klan, Martin.
I mean, hey, I'm not gonna ride for the Klan.
As long as the Klan is here,
if you want to put it on the Klan?
It's the Klan.
Put it on the goddamn Klan. It's the Klan. Fuck the Klan. Fuck the Native American wing.
You ain't gotta wear
Native American wing of the Klan.
Nigga, you ain't gotta wear a hood a day in your life. But the moment you start sending 2 bombs to Maxine Waters and all the Democratic Party,
No.
you the Klan.
Even to white people, you the Klan.
You try to kill white people, kill the other white people. The Klan killed the other. You with them, nigga.
At
You a
the end
nigga
of the day,
lover.
dog, like I said, dog, it's the hate of it. And if you look on, they always say that the left side is always trying to
It's
stir
always the
up a
violent
race
one,
war,
yeah.
a race war, and this and that. But every time you look at bodies are always on that side.
Historically. it's
Every
always on the
time,
other side.
somebody rolling over people with cars, somebody shooting up a motherfucking church, somebody bombing a motherfucking church, motherfucking shooting up, like every time it's somebody on that right side, you hear me, whether they white or not, but it's always, isolated incidents. How every incident gonna be isolated, they all got the same values.
Son, white people so fucked up, you'd think they went through slavery.
Not just white people though, but yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody who got those right-wing sensibilities.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? But it's mostly white people on the side, you're right. But I'm saying,
that's the whole thing there. It's just those right-wing
sensibilities.
Because even with right-wing sensibilities,
The extreme
the
ones.
most terroristic acts come from white folk.
Domestically.
Yeah, here. I'm talking about here, yeah.
Domestically, and that's something they like to ignore. That like you can't be a terrorist if you're white, even though white males are the leading domestic terrorists. Like
Since Ben.
how you gonna ignore that, but you wanna bring up black on black crime?
You said it beef, dog. You took it right out of my
You wanna
mouth.
bring up black
but
on
you want to
black
call
crime.
up those stats, but
And-
you don't
and
want to
you-
call up y'all
and
fucking
use
stats.
dumbass
though.
Kanye as your goddamn dog. Now when I see Kanye's face, I just cringe.
That nigga sunk.
It's
he-
cringeworthy.
He's selling a shirt line called Blexit to get black people away from the Democratic Party.
Blexit.
But
Black
in the,
exit?
But in the same conversation, go admit that he's never voted a day in his life.
So you don't even participate in the process.
Because I
and you
got
just
money.
want
This shit
other
don't matter
niggas
to
to
me.
not participate in the process. Exactly.
He's historically given to Democratic candidates and to Democratic causes, historically, but he's never voted.
But you don't vote though.
And now he's trying to make these shirts that he's going to sell, of course,
Right.
to get more blacks away from Democrats, to go to the Republican plantation. Boy, you
For
gone
what?
for con.
Like,
I'd rather
to
you.
what
Real talk,
end?
son. If you're a Republican, dog, because the thing is,
I'd rather urge you to be
that's some,
independent, if anything else.
I think there's some good Republicans in the party that are like for tax reasons that need to step up and take over the party, dog. Like, cause like there are some people with some great, not some of it may be a little, just that like not as far as different parties. Some of them I may not agree with, but there are some people on the Republican side who I talk to, who I know, who are mostly black. And only like who have some really good things they want to do with the Republican Party, but it's just so white based, man. So rich old man white based.
I ain't saying all Republicans are evil. All I'm saying is, my nigga, I wouldn't. If you're gonna say Blexit, like I'd rather you go independent. I'd rather you choose based on what works for you best and
Right.
don't be stupid.
Yeah.
And currently, the Republican Party ain't working for black niggas. That broke black niggas best. That's not. So it's not even working for broke white people best. And y'all keep on that side riding with it. So many Hispanic people vote Republican. It's like, y'all, what the fuck is wrong? But once again, the Republican also represents a lot of conservative values. And if you're heavily Christian or if you're heavily Catholic, a lot of times you're just gonna lean to some of the values that they purport. Even though many times they're hypocritical on. So much hypocrisy end up in those conversations. But some people just, and even on both sides, we get used to voting how we vote and don't even look
Identity
at
politics.
the details.
Yeah.
The devil is always in the details, dog.
Yeah.
And you talk about the devil, nigga, and it's like it's just to me it's very irresponsible of Kanye West and Candace Owens to purport these these untruths, and with their power and influence, got people who don't know no better filling up these numbers on the side that's really gonna be against them at the end of the fucking day. True. That's just like troubling. True. You feel me? Straight up and down. And we also live in this world where we got Megyn Kelly finally got booted for her blackface comments.
Finally.
Son, but like real talk, that was
all the racist shit she done said in her entire career. But
that when they hired Megyn Kelly, they knew she was a racist. But
she getting out with like 7 mil, 70 mil,
like
something crazy.
50 or 60, she in a big
some
round.
crazy amount of millions of dollars she leaving with though.
No, she's demanding. She ain't leaving with. She's demanding.
$60-something million.
That's what she's getting.
That was her
contract.
That's what they're giving her. That's
I saw once some CBS said that she's demanding. That's not what she's getting.
She's demanding the full of what she's earned on the contract to cease to terminate her early.
Retirement.
Yeah, and they gonna give it to her because it's like we don't want the hoopla to fight.
Well, that's a win for you. You got 60
I'm about to
mil.
say, like,
Right, she leaving
like,
with so
she's-
much. It's like,
Shit, you about to blackface your ass on with 60 mil.
I'm about to say, you about to be doing all the blackface at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, still having fun, living your life with 69 million fucking dollars.
But the thing about Megyn Kelly is that it wasn't her racist comments. That was, like I said, that was the icing on the cake. Her show has been plummeting for quite some time. The ratings for her show
you
has went
replace
down.
that black lady for her racist ass. And you
so-
going, and then and I can't believe she tried to say, I grew up watching the blackface. Like, that, what? Why'd you think that was going to be right?
Go to
Or cool?
Fox, baby.
Think that she was fired from Fox, I believe.
Up.
She was on Fox. She left Fox.
CNN thought was like, we gonna have some controversy, and they found out, I was like, oh, this bitch dirty.
No, she ain't on CNN. Was it MSNBC?
She bringing too much controversy. This bitch dumb.
Yeah, nigga, like,
We
why
gotta get
would
rid of her.
Like, we talked about this previously, dog. Like, white people, dog. Like, there's certain things, certain topics, just leave alone because you always gonna have some fire there. Blackface, unless you're talking, like, don't even speak on it if you're not educated on it. And her trying to defend it was her nail in the coffin. It's like the N-word, like saying nigga. Like, don't even
We
speak
just say
on
nigga
it.
all the time in high school. I mean,
What?
I don't know what you're talking about. We
I
said-
mean, tell me that wasn't the equivalent.
hell yeah.
That's basically the same statement.
What? Plantations are, what? Come on now.
What's your boy tells me the hood too said? I bet you, mammies made you feel good too, but you shouldn't have one now. And it's like, yeah, Megyn Kelly, I think she wants her mammy. I think she would love her mammy. I don't
Yeah,
think
she
has
would
a
love
problem.
it.
She wants a mammy, her golly, and everything in fucking between.
Man, that nigga out here really dressed as a golly or some shit. And like his white girlfriend was talking about he's my personal golly or something.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously, so
That was
shit
before the
viral.
movie.
That was
You
horrible.
hear me? But yeah, it went viral after the movie.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow. Because I didn't even know what the fuck a golly was before that movie.
Me neither.
Only golly I knew was in the song, Betcha by golly, wow. That's it.
What's that?
Bet you by golly, wow.
Reason.
Oh, okay. I got you. And this is the only golly I know is the actual word, not the wog.
Right, and the
Oh,
golly,
yeah.
wow. What? And those dolls, when I saw them, I didn't know it was gollies. To me, that was just another part of a voodoo doll. That was just, you know.
I ain't know shit about that shit.
But the fact that nigga dressed up like one, son. Black folks that do all that shit for them white folks, dog, don't let me catch it. That's all I say.
I mean, there's a certain thing
I'ma
called
shame you.
Like, I understand, like between interracial couples, race play is a thing. You know what I mean?
I don't fuck
And-
with that, but that's in your own bedroom.
Right, and that's my point. If whatever you do in your bedroom, handle up. But
Right,
once
she
you
can call
taking
you a
pictures,
nigger in y'all house,
right,
I don't care.
Right, but once you taking pictures and making that shit public and pushing
But-
it, basically calling that's my little nigger right here. That's
Right.
when niggas gonna be like, hey, bro, keep that shit over
Boy, get the
there,
fuck around,
nigga.
boy, get the fuck from around before I slap you, you bitch ass nigga.
Shit, because I ain't saying, look, nigga, don't let me. I'm all of shit. Let me just zip in my mouth,
Yeah,
nigga.
we can just roll that.
Don't let me get in some race play with some white chick. You won't play games, motherfucker. For Emmett, that's all I'm gonna say.
For
Hashtag
Emmett.
For Emmett.
Sacrifice.
I respect the sacrifice. My goodness, dog. But it's just like the state of affairs that we're in. We talk about like this racism shit, son. Like they got that little 16-year-old girl. Y'all saw that shit that went viral that claims she a white girl.
Yeah, I love her. She is hilarious, son. Like, dog, she is memes for days.
And she trying to clap back at everybody mad at her. And then
No, dog,
she is
she's
not
a
only black,
troll.
she is like dark skinned. She's a black girl. Here go the video, man.
Oh, dog, this shit was memes for days.
Dog, I still stand by the fact I think she's a fucking troll and she's just trying to go viral just to make some fucking money, dog.
I think she's beyond delusional.
Oh, is that Atlanta show come to life?
Like,
The episode of Atlanta.
I don't think, like, I think she
with
knows
my
she's
beliefs.
black, but she
I'm white.
As soon as you said that, I'm white.
Look at her, son. Dog, she is
Because
trolling.
everything about me is different from an African American. I have naturally straight hair. My hair isn't nappy. It doesn't require
She's the
weave.
female
My
daylight
nose is
sign.
not giant like African Americans. My lips are perfect. They're not too big and they're not too small. Like they're just perfect. My ears, I don't have black people ears because they're really giant. Most African Americans speak ghetto. But when it comes to black people, I think they're all ugly and I have nothing in common with them. I'm different from African Americans because I'm white. My figure is just like Kim Kardashian and she's a wonderful role model. I act and I think like a white person instead of a black person. I believe that I'm completely and utterly better than them. Like we're on two different levels. Like, okay, African Americans are here. I'm here. White people act and think just way more mature than African Americans. Black people, they think in a criminal way. When I think about African Americans, I feel like asking them, what is wrong with them? They're really dangerous. If African American is on the same street as I am, I'll cross the street to avoid their chaotic situation.
Are you okay?
I'm irritated.
I'm sorry.
I just know that I'm white. I mean, she might not know that I'm white, but I know that I'm white. I can feel it through my veins. I feel it through my blood. I told my mom I'll never be like any of those Negroes. My mom keeps criticizing me about my supposed age.
I can't.
I tell her she's just ignorant.
I can't go. Okay, listen.
Son, when she wrote that shit, son,
Listen,
nigga
dog.
put like so many memes.
If any fucking body believes she is telling the truth, dog, you are a fucking idiot. You are the problem with this fucking world, and you need to fucking go play in fucking traffic, okay? Go play in traffic if you think this shit is fucking real, son.
I told my mom I'll
Dog.
never be like any of those Negroes.
She's thrown out every single fucking trope, son. Like, that's comedy. She's a comedian, son. These Negroes. That was not convincing, dog. Like,
told my mother I'll never
even though
be
she
like
said
any
it like
Negroes.
those Negroes. Like, bitch, I can hear the troll in you. No, I don't buy it, son. She's not crazy. She is perfectly healthy, normal girl, son.
Nah,
She's trying to go
delusional,
viral.
son.
You know what I'm saying?
I think
she
she's
wants video
delusional,
views, son.
I think she's delusional.
She wants views, dog. She wants to go viral. She wants to be memed and get people make t-shirts out of her and shit.
But like this?
Yeah, like this.
Like this?
Yeah.
So,
Ain't no fucking limits.
They got a meme that said, black foods that eat chillins. And they got a post on
I
that said,
I
I tell my mom I'll never be like any of these Negroes.
Eat this chitlins.
Really, bitch?
Let's see what else.
Girl.
Let's see what else her black looking ass looking to say. Let's see what else.
There's nothing wrong.
And people, listen. I wish y'all could see D-Mac right now
In disgust.
while watching this. This man body that contorted so many different variations. Listen to this chick. It's like he's being punished.
It ain't over.
With my views or beliefs because I have freedom of speech and everything I'm saying is true.
Okay, Treasure, how are you this morning?
Pretty great. How are you?
I'm all right.
That's
Now,
great.
you've been listening to everything we've talked about so far,
Yes, I
right?
have.
And is there anything that your mom has said or told me about that's inaccurate, incomplete, or that you want to add something to?
Well, I mean, actually, yeah. You guys
Yes,
called me
thanks.
delusional earlier, and I feel like the only people
I did
who...
not call you delusional. I asked your mother if she thought you were delusional.
Yes, well, you asked her that question. I would like to clarify the fact that I am nowhere near delusional. I'm actually very capable and a very intelligent person, so...
Being delusional and being intelligent are not mutually exclusive.
I ain't gonna say that so called.
You could be a very smart, crazy person.
See, son, Einstein was crazy. Look at that boy hair. But he invented shit.
So
Couldn't
then you
read.
gotta be some type of retarded. And I'm not that.
Well,
Look at the black people.
I have two
The black
things
people in
to
the audience.
Oh, she retarded. He like, oh,
crazy.
that boy that face, she
One.
retarded.
that's
She's special.
absolutely just simply not the fact. And number two, using that word is very derogatory. So I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't use that word.
Yeah, well, okay, well, I'll understand. Only because I'm a very respectful person. And if you wish that I don't use that word, then I most definitely won't use it.
Okay, appreciate that.
Okay, no problem.
When you say that you...
Why is she exhibiting the same tropes that she claimed black people have? Like, she has a little attitude.
Like,
little-
come on, guys.
I want to hear. Let's go.
Like, are
Let's go
we-
again.
But it seems like she's trying hard to be nice or try hard to be white.
Because she wanted
in
to
her
clap back,
brain.
dog. When she was clapping back at Beyonce for no reason, she was like, Beyonce's a talentless bitch.
She said that?
Yeah, on a clapback video, I watched that
Oh,
shit. When
God.
she was like, I want a response for the video. I want to tell people this and that third. And she was
Yeah, I saw that, but I didn't watch the whole thing.
Bro, out of nowhere, she was like, and Beyonce's a talentless bitch who just shakes her ass everywhere. I was like, what the fuck?
She got her goal, dog. She's on Dr. Phil, son.
But not only that, she's beyond Dr. Phil at this point, right?
Yeah, dude.
What else is
She
dumbo
is
saying?
now infamous.
She's not good
Dumb
for the
mode.
she's not good for the cause.
Believe yourself
This dumb young
to
lady.
be Caucasian. Tell
I'll
me
be covered
why
from
you
being
believe
white.
that to be true.
Well, I know I'm a Caucasian because when I wake up in the morning, I just have such a great life. And that my hair is so perfect, my skin isn't ugly, and I'm not fat also, which is also a really African-American thing. So, like, I'm just nowhere near like...
Even the white
Oh,
people.
she's like-
The white people are stuck.
Like,
Like, what the fuck is
Dr.
this
Phil,
woman?
yeah, this shit look fake now, Dr. Phil.
All right, it's some stage shit, Dr. Phil.
This shit like Jerry Springer or some shit now, Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil, what you doing for these ratings, Dr. Phil? All right, fuck whatever she's saying. Let's jump to the
I wanna see a little bit
the
more.
assessment. We don't need to see more. She just out here like on one. I'm like, I can't be as sure as Devin is that she's absolutely faking
I'm
it.
fucking sure.
But honestly, dog, like you're saying, she's hitting every stereotypical line.
it's too on the fucking
And
nose. Like,
too
it's too
over the top.
goofy. Yeah.
There's no nuance to it.
At all, son.
Even the dude on the Atlanta episode had more nuance than she's having here. But you know, I want to hear like But what if she's absolutely serious? And like she has all these other, videos that's out right now.
Beyonce's a talentless bitch.
What if there's a
That
flying
shit's going around in my
unicorn
head.
orbiting the planet?
What?
No,
She
because
said,
you
son,
like,
she said
what
her
if
hair's
she's
perfect. I just want to throw her
telling
ass in
it
the
to him,
pool.
Like, okay.
Wait, what you said?
She said her hair perfect. I just want to throw her ass in the pool.
Instantly. I mean, everything about her black. It's like to even argue her point is asinine. You know what I mean? I'm not about to argue. You're black. Like, stop playing.
Right.
But
Like,
it's just ridiculous
But you know what?
that you hate yourself that much that you go into such
Right.
degree for fame. Like, you're getting, like, this is the worst way to me to become famous, to be known for being a coon.
It's fucked up.
Or be known for hating yourself, or
But-
not wanting to be exactly what like we're
It's
looking at you.
It's also fucked up to think that to be white is to be racist.
Or to be white is to be better. Or to be white, or to be black is to be ugly. Or
The,
to be all
comeback.
this. Every negative thing she can think of that she's saying about black people can apply to any fucking race. And she's completely like, not even missing that, because like I said, D think she's doing it on purpose. But this whole deal is just, even if this is going to be some character, dog, what? It's
Maybe she's going to sell the part when she gets over it.
No, she's gonna sell the book. How I Got Over Being a Nigger.
Or something like that.
Or how I pranked the world.
Clayton Bigsby.
Yeah, like how I pranked the world, how I really thought I was white. Just there's a product coming after this of some fucking
It's so
kind.
sick that people are like this.
I don't think there was a product of like a joke. I think there'll be some shit where she gets too involved into the joke and becomes too real, and next thing you know, she's a Clayton Bigsby.
I don't give her that much credit.
But she's 16, so that makes me feel like, Mama, what the fuck? How did you allow this to happen?
I mean, let's get into the
That's good diagnosis.
I want to introduce you to someone.
Miss the tragedy.
Wild Eagle.
Well, yeah, I think that you get caught up in the very extreme things that she's talking about, then you miss the tragedy of her story, Dr. Phil. And the tragedy is, unfortunately, Mom, you didn't intend to.
Failed her.
And I actually heard you say, well, when I told her about who she was, and then told her the truth later on, well, nobody was going to get hurt. Unfortunately, somebody did. The most important person. And that was your daughter. You lied to her about who she was, and then when you told her that she was something else, it caused a complete identity crisis. So we have issues around culture, we have issues around class, we have issues around racial identity, and we have issues around self-esteem. It's not that she hates black people, it's that she hates herself, and she wants her own life back. She wants her life back.
Well, I couldn't agree more, which is why I ask you, what is it that I couldn't agree more.
That's a smirking
To me.
Really?
Well, I couldn't agree more, which is why I ask you,
That's my fucking opinion.
what is it that you're so upset with yourself about? Why are you
Can we go back again? I want to see this
angry?
smirk.
I don't take her that serious.
You
at
really
all.
hung up on that
So-
part? All right.
What is? Well, I couldn't
You can see her trying to hide a smirk.
agree.
I don't take her
That's what I
that
mean.
serious at all. So
I
I
see
don't.
that.
I'm not gonna even pay her any mind. If I've been white since the day I've been born, then I'm still white now, and I will be white every day I wake up. Most definitely. There's nothing out here that can
pause?
change my opinion.
So
not
like,
from hood rat to
did the mom tell her that she was white?
Yep.
Because that's what it sounds like I'm fucking hearing.
I believe so.
All right, let me.
I'll embellish in some ways like you're white or you have white in you.
Because Spirit kept on saying like what you told her versus what you didn't tell her. So it's like
Okay, let's see this story. Mother brought her 16-year-old to the Dr. Phil show. Monique told the show her daughter Treasure began to express prejudice toward her race when she was 5 years old. She wouldn't play with the black children. Treasure would mangle or destroy her black dolls. She would cut their heads off, pull off their arms. She'd pretend like they were all white doll slaves. Wow. What? The teenager admits she isn't fond of other black people and read off a list of stereotypes to justify beliefs. White people, blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to see what the mom did. She also has a Ku Klux Klan's phone number on speed dial. Monique said Treasure wants to make America great again hat. Treasure said she would join the KKK if they offered me a hood. No, come on, man. Come on, dude.
KK on speed dial.
all right.
Hey there, Trent.
Monique believes her daughter's identity crisis started when she told her kids her late husband, who was white, was not their biological father. Additionally, the family had to move to a predominantly black area after the death. So she had an identity crisis when she found out.
She
So
thought
she
she
always
was
thought
mixed.
she had a white dad.
She thought she was
But
mixed.
then she broke to the girl like, yeah, that's not your real daddy.
You full black.
And she went left.
Your hair, nah.
She went left.
But why my hair's like this? Because I perm it.
Because I permit. So, okay, so she had a crisis of identity when she found out her white dad wasn't her white dad.
Wasn't her
Paul ain't Paul.
That's still very, very ignorant. Because, I mean, if you know anything about anything, you know, white plus black equals black every single fucking time.
Wait.
Nah,
I want to go back
to
to
the
I want to
discussion.
go back to her being 5. Because when did she break her that wasn't her real father? Because at 5, apparently she's already having black dolls and taking slave dolls. So what is the white dad and is influencing in the household? They're saying, hey, it's okay for you to make these white dolls turn these black dolls to slaves.
And that's the other thing. Like, I was trying to figure out how a 5-year-old even had a concept of, like, slavery versus freedom.
I don't know, dog. They
And,
seem
like, race.
They seem like
You
they're
know
a
what I'm
weird
saying?
ass household because maybe at 5 is when she told her kid that, and then she started doing the weird shit with the dogs.
That's right. That's what I want to figure out when
Maybe
it
that's
was
the
told.
timeline of it. Maybe she went that way after finding that out, and before she was just a normal ass, you know, whatever. This like the
They
story
say it
is
happened at 5. Like we're like
crazy. It's
Yeah,
a
it's
crazy little
really
story,
crazy.
regardless, dog. But the fact this is being brought to light in Trump's America. That's how I feel about it. It's like, dog, like this where we at. Like motherfuckers don't even want to be black.
Trump paid for that.
It's like, I don't know, bro. Race is such a funny and touchy thing, son.
I understand not wanting to be black, dog, but there's no way you could understand of like being well, you know what? Because I think I have met some people who know they're black but like believe they're white and know they're black for real, but really believe they're white in the sense of being like, I'm way better than black. I'm white to you because I'm accepted by them.
The only time I hear any talk like this is when it's like the mixed person being like, I don't want to suppress my white identity, my white side and such, and I want to ignore their white side. And
You don't have to.
You don't have to do what you do. But what I'm saying, but this fully blown black girl saying this,
Saying that she's fully blown white,
that's
that's the thing.
you know what I mean?
That's a weird identity crisis, like, but at the same time, she thought she was white.
She thought she was white. Or
Oh,
something.
at least I something mixed it with white. She like, this is why my hair's like this. Well, I have a flat eye, baby.
If she said mixed, that'd be one thing.
And when mixed people do it, it's like sometimes they go so overboard that they wind up not even realizing that what you're saying is still demeaning your black side. I ain't saying hide your white. I'm just saying don't shit on your black too.
Who shits on their black when they try to hide their white though?
No.
I'm
just saying some people, the way they put it, they'll put it in a manner that you be like, you ain't realizing how you're making this statement is like you trying to like say like
You're putting your black side
Well,
on a
I-
lower.
I remember when I went on this like journey to check out this white side.
I'm not talking about you.
I'm bringing it up though.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm bringing it
I'm
up.
talking about you.
Y'all, yeah, like as an example, you know, y'all niggas gave me flack for that.
In what way?
Cause I was like wanting my name to be a little different. I was really going through some like identity crisis with fatherhood and shit, and trying and this and the third, and like none on that side. But
You
y'all,
out the blue told us start calling you another name. That's pretty different than just us giving you flack for your white side. No, out the blue, you started saying, making these grand changes, being like, y'all need to do this towards me now. This is how I want to be regarded. This and this. Then you started straightening your hair out the blue. And he's like, yes, you started doing a lot of stuff. Nobody gave you flack for wanting to explore
That's why I'm not
your
even about to
Hungarian
respond to
side.
that shit,
It was
dog.
like,
Ain't
son,
nobody
you
giving
telling
you
us to be
flack.
different with you as if we ain't been knowing you. That's very different, son. It was like, we might call you Joseph, whatever the fuck. Then you'll go around new people and be like, my name is Joseph. And we're like, nigga, you Joe. Nigga, like, well, all of a sudden you ain't Joe no more. Like, dog. What? What? You ain't about to sit up here and throw me out
You're not about to do that like that.
I just understand identity crisis. Just know that.
And even in
I'm having a
that,
motherfucking identity crisis right now. But no fucking memory crisis.
but even in that, and even in that, when we look back in hindsight, we can see that was identity crisis. But you ain't never feel like you was trying to demean your black side. You just felt like, okay, I don't know nothing about this other side. I'm saying,
I would say y'all, but niggas like I don't want to say certain names, but nigga felt like that.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's what I'm saying. Don't y'all me when I know. I know specifically. I'm like, son, I'm not about to call you this other fucking name. So all of a sudden,
Yeah.
your name Joe, bitch. Like, that's it.
Yeah, that was very simple and plain.
Mine was very simple. I know who you talking about. Like, I know what you're talking about, son. But you gotta take your responsibility in why a motherfucker might be culture shock if they've been cool with you, and then all of a sudden it's like, damn, son.
I'm
'Cause
Joseph.
in your life, in your shoes,
Joseph.
but that's the thing.
Joseph.
You probably even know the mechanisms that led you to that. We don't. We ain't with you like that to know what's going on in your head, you know. But it's a mixed people in our country, dog. Like everybody.
But I never really wanted to be white either. I just wanted to be closer to my father, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's a whole other thing. Where that goes any race.
I didn't want to be white because if anybody really know me, I'm not the fan of most white people. And that was because of my father, too. Weird enough.
So that's kind of a mirror of this chick shit, not as extreme.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't like my wife's father leaving me made me feel a way about white people. As you know what I mean? That's a lot. But that's a more understandable mirror than her going up.
She went the opposite way I went.
But still.
Nigga, I went to fucking Vice City. She went to Raccoon City.
But that shows you could go away off of that. You know what I mean? How trauma affects you in multifaceted ways. Because most times you just think about the trauma of abandonment, but then you don't think about the racial aspects that can go into when you're dealing with different races. You know, that's interesting. Never thought about it.
I looked at my mama, my brothers, and as you often say, Martin, my nose. And I was like, it is what it is.
I said, I ain't nobody, nigga. They look one look at Joe nose. He ain't white. He's something else. So I don't know what he is.
He ain't white though.
Ain't no white boy. That's not that nose.
He ain't us.
He ain't us. He one of them now. I'm gonna
hang that whatever he.
I'm gonna see a few things to him. What's yam? Hola.
To all my Arabic folks
We're
listening,
sorry. We apologize.
Please do not bomb the FLYWITHBATS podcast.
Oh my God! Laugh with us, dog. Just laugh with us, please.
Sorry,
laugh
guys.
with us, dog.
But all this, man, like this country will give you some kind of identity crisis. Period.
Period, dog.
Period.
When they picked us up and dropped us off and raped us and fucked us and shit, they was like, man, now figure yourself out.
They raped us and fucked us. That was the exact same thing. When they came and stuck their dicks in us, yeah.
My nigga said, now figure yourself out. You hear me? Now figure yourself out, son. All you mixed babies, all you black babies, all you...
Or whatever you fuck you up.
You men, you women, all of you.
Niggas from different tribes we made come together.
We
and
raped your wife in front of you, then we raped you in front of your wife, then put you back out to work. Yes, figure that out.
Figure all that out, dog.
While
While figuring out what tribe you come from.
Come on, son. There's so much that's wrong. So if you ain't a little crazy bit in this country, bro, like I don't know where the hell you been at, vampire. But yeah, this little girl, she like the diagnosis. We didn't even finish the diagnostic, but the diagnosis is pretty fucking clear. Like she gave it an ABC psychology. It was like, bitch,
It's Dr. Phil. How did your whiteness not see this?
right? She hates herself.
She hates herself
of this situation. Like she really says, even though she put it in such a beautiful, magnificent way. When you listen to us, like, yeah, we could, yeah, man,
we didn't have to go to Dr. Phil for this.
Right.
We don't have to go to Dr. Phil for this shit. This can be handled in the fucking house.
Damn episode.
What the fuck?
Yeah, go to
Dr. Phil for this.
For real, son. That's my whole point, dog. Like, why are we on Dr. Phil? That's my whole point, dog. That's why I think she a troll, son. Bitch want to go on Dr. Phil.
Out of all things, though, she know Dr. Phil get you the most clout.
But you get money for that. People, they get money for
no,
the
but
shows.
not only get money. I'm just saying, like Dr. Phil, as far as getting on the show, like dog, if you get on anything like Jerry Springer, Maury, that looks kind of wacky, and kind of quacky.
Yeah.
But you go on Dr. Phil,
but once again, it makes you wonder where
that
his
makes
ratings.
no, because then what makes you
Is he pulling stunts now?
Because let me tell you what happens after Dr. Phil. You know what you become? The Catch Me Outside girl.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, man. She went viral, blew the fuck up.
Got a whole career.
Bought a mama house, straight up like a G.
But that still is more respectable than being a coon.
Whatever you gotta do to get the dollar, baby.
And that's what I said earlier, dog.
One was being white trash. One
was being black trash.
Being black trash.
And it's just like, you're right, but it's just the fact that when you got morals, when you see motherfuckers that are amoral, you just be like, damn. They do exist. like the freaking M&M's and Santa Claus commercial. They do exist. He does exist. Oh. Like, damn.
That nigga, Santa Claus said, I do exist. I'm like, I do exist. But y'all. No, he said about them, huh?
They said to each other.
Yeah.
They both fainted, and it's a fucking classic commercial.
Like Santa Claus, how you not know these M&M's exist? You should be delivering to
the new one, Morbid, man. We were together when that one came on.
Oh, the ghost one? Yeah.
Yeah. The M&M was walking together, you know, the red and yellow. And they like, thank God we made it through Halloween without getting eaten. And then the yellow one is a ghost, and we don't realize he walked through something. And you're like, oh, shit.
And
he
then
dead.
like,
that's
like,
morbid.
It's getting chilly outside. I don't feel nothing.
Oh, shit.
Because I'm dead.
The yellow one. But anyway, moving on to another hashtag code. This one that they're calling Southpark Susan.
Son.
Oh, no. Bro, she had me joked out. I hate the name,
angry.
but she did.
Fuck these names, dog.
Why do we keep giving them names, dog? Y'all are giving these people careers.
We're not giving them names. The media's now got a hold to this, and they're giving it names.
That's what I'm saying. I'm mad about.
It's not like somebody who's like it used to be funny and clever to joke about.
But that shit really minimizes the actual poison of the shit.
You are attacking us by doing that. By making it cute that is also an attack.
That's an attack.
Because now you're making it, it's a lane of this shit. And now you white people, or these people that don't get to watch it as if, oh, this comical, it's this hashtag motherfucker. No, dog. This is really a problem. But you will never look at it as a problem. All you care about is, what's the next name that we can give them to make it cute and cool and funny. Fuck you for this shit, dog. Like, I get so over it. Even more so than watching another one of these videos, dog. Like, this is the new police brutality shit. Like, it was like, oh, that was so 2017. What's the 2018 shit to get on to trigger black people? Let's just go make everything of a white person harassing us go viral. Like, come on, son.
Just give every hate crime a fucking.
I didn't even watch this one yet.
I watched it. Let me tell you about her. She's drunk. And that's the whole moral of this story. She's racist, of course, yes, but she's also mad drunk. She is saying some of the dumbest shit you will ever hear. She's like, I'm white and I'm hot. Like, she's like having she's talking about identity crisis. She's having an age crisis because she looks like she's 40 and she's been drinking.
But just like, it's
She
like,
be drinking, but alcohol is that truth serum too, though.
No, I mean, no, that's what I'm saying. She's clearly racist and it's coming out.
she's a white blind in America. You already know what type of shit her subconscious has already been filled with.
It's just these two black chicks are chilling and this white woman just comes there and just is drunk and harassing them. And she really just, it reminded me of that one with the pool lady who wanted to talk to the black people who didn't want to talk to her. And she called the police. That's what it reminded me of. It was like, she was like, where do you live, huh?
And that's so crazy. There's so many of them now. There was one. A lady got mad because people wouldn't talk to her. So she called the police. I forgot about that crazy shit. But keep going, my niggas. Like, huh?
So yeah, so this one has felt like that because she was in that thing like, first she was like, well, you don't want to talk to me? You don't want to know where I live? You were like, because she was like, we can come up for a drink first. There's nothing to talk about this and the third. If we're neighbors, you know, this and the third. And I thought that was so funny. Like, that's like.
Let me first play on this, bro. I don't think I'm gonna make it through the whole thing at all.
But it was comical at the very least.
Because I feel threatened. Okay, well we can do that. Hi, how are you? I'm hot. I'm beautiful. I'm 51. What are we going to talk
Menopause
about tonight?
age.
Being hot, being beautiful, being white, being my new wave. Do you live here?
Do you live here?
I do, actually. 1C. 8744 Fairview.
So
Why do we feel that we need to be here, like hanging out, like on this beautiful, like place?
I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't do this one. Can't do it. I'm saying,
She's
I
just a
can't even
crazy
do it. I can't even
person.
do
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
I
So
can't even
she's
do it.
racist, crazy drunk person.
It's like,
But she's been fired from her job from this video.
She don't know where
The
she
thing
at
is,
right
even
now,
though
son.
she has a stupid name, the results of this video has gotten her fired from her job.
I'm saying at the end of the day, even though
And
that
I'm cool,
happened, and that's
man.
cool, it's just while I'm pressing play on this one, at a point, even through these few seconds, I felt like, why am I subjecting myself to this?
I feel that way about a lot of this shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, some of it, I can bring the entertainment out of it. Or, you know, we report it, we do the podcast every week. But this one, even as play went, is like...
It's a waste of time.
Like, a dumbass 16-year-old black girl, I can laugh at that. This is just like watching, like, why? Because, like, a lot of those videos of niggas getting killed by cops. So I stopped watching that shit, too. I'm like, why am I going to press... I know the end result. I know what happened. Why am I going to press play and watch this nigga get choked up, shot up, whatever the fuck happened? I don't need to see the shit. You heard me? Now I'm about to watch this white lady being drunk, whatever, tell these black women a whole bunch of racist shit.
Man,
what, fuck you. Like, fuck all of it.
Talking about getting choked.
Next.
Talking about getting choked up. Did you hear about the story about those? I think they were Indian people who got hacked up buying mineral water. Yeah, man, they got a video of a dude just buying mineral water, and they told him he can only buy 10 at a time. And the man was like, "What? Who the fuck says you gotta buy 10 at a time of water? But you gotta buy as much water as I want." You know what I'm saying? And they had the police came, police hacked him up. The fucking white lady comes and holds the cause they started they take his wife down too. The white lady that works at the store start holding the legs together so the police can arrest her and shit.
Damn.
Dog, it was crazy, son. It was.
Look at me, I helped.
I was like, man, I would say assault and kicked her in the face.
Man, they got that one white racist nigga that was killing black grandparents. They killed these black grandparents. Somehow he was on some like black people shootout, and he killed these. Like, I'm sure, like, you kill old black people, son. Like,
man, you know Randall Rosenberg, right?
Yeah.
You know his cousin was in that Kentucky shooting that happened.
What Kentucky shooting?
Man, that white man who killed them 2 black people up in the Kentucky.
Yeah, I think that's part of what I'm talking. That's coming up, man. But that was his people.
Yeah, that was one of them was his people, one of them was his cousin.
And they niggas is straight up saying they doing it like on some hate crime shit. Like niggas,
No, niggas not.
Niggas ain't even holding it. Like
dog, I don't want to talk about the joke about it because this shit's deep. But like that, like I'll say this, dog. Niggas will be like, so I killed him because I hate niggas and I want to fulfill my anger to killing niggas. So what do you really mean? Like they'll be playing, niggas still ask you, what do you really mean? Like, no, that's it. Nigga hate niggas. Like, that's the bare line, dog.
It's the Kool-Aid that D was talking about. They sip the fucking Kool-Aid and all bets are off.
But it's not even about sipping the Kool-Aid. Is what I'm talking about as far as like the media perception of like trying to paint he's a deranged person or this and that. And some part he is, but he's fucking a racist.
Yeah.
And he's plain and simple.
Oh, you mean the fact that it feels like they hide the racist part? To
up something else, mental ill or anything else going on.
I mean, the most recent thing they actually trying to call it a hate crime now, but like you say, they don't ever lead with the obvious. It be obviously a hate crime.
Boy, I hate niggers
from the jump.
So is it really race based or or was it these targeted people you wanted to kill?
It's like you want to find any other option, media, to not make this a racial issue, to hide the fact that yes, we do have a race problem in 2018 in America, because they always want to cling on to Obama's the proof that we know. Fuck you, because when he was in office, he was called a monkey. They putting out freaking nooses. They kept calling his fucking his wife, his children. No, we had a race problem. The fact that we got him was only because we had a racist ass Bush. It's like, dog, race led us to motherfucking Bush. Race led us to motherfucking Obama. Race led us to Trump. It was all been a problem. Come the fuck on, man.
Racist fucking American as apple fucking pie, dog.
Nigga, baseball and all.
Driving shit, and it's going to drive shit for a very long time, though. We got a long way to go before race really doesn't actually like factor into politics and like
it takes generations
things like that. That should take a long time.
Let me tell y'all boys something. As long as they gave a nigga a first time to do anything, that's when they hit that how racism exists, because we got this. When a nigga was the first this and some job, how can we be racist when we got him at the job? When nigga was the first motherfucking person to do the fucking carpets, how can we be racist when we got this, that, and that?
Are you talking about affirmative action, or you talking about generally speaking?
I'm talking about in general speaking, dog. Since the day a nigga first was able to do something on the first level or whatever, niggas been holding that card.
Oh, you saying the fact? Oh, when they decided to start hiring niggas and giving us
any kind of position,
an opportunity.
Oh, look at the first nigga that ran and won the Olympics.
It goes back to that.
How can we be racist?
That adage. I got some of my best friends are black. Mm-hmm. That's where all that comes from.
That's age old, dog. So when Obama came, that shit was an age old thing that was on a bigger scale because like
we voted a black in. I'm not racist.
Just on the bigger scale, but when the nigga was the first to do anything, they was pulling that card.
And even though Obama black, dog, it's not like y'all voted in Jesse. Not like you voted in President Tyrone.
Thank God you didn't vote in Jesse.
But I don't mean Jesse specifically, but you know what I'm saying? If Barack had exuded, anytime Barack showed his blackness, y'all got scared. Mm-hmm. And he didn't even go hard up like all
Obama
the time.
wore a tan suit and these niggas lost their fucking minds.
But on the campaign, like he was able to swag his blackness out once he was already president. But on that campaign trail, to us, he'll do certain shit. But it's like, dog, them white people was scared of his blackness, dog.
That's why he had to sit on the back of the truck with them hard up rugged jeans. and then talk to them fucking white people in the country in they turf.
If he was less in any manner, he wouldn't have made it.
If he was dark skinned, he wouldn't have made it.
Nigga, if he had any piece
but look, Wesley Snipes?
If he had a piece of an Ebonic.
We ain't waiting for no Wesley Snipes president yet.
One Ebonic.
If we could make that bitch a noun.
One Ebonic. He was dead.
Over. Cooked.
One shade darker. Fuck Wesley.
One shade darker.
One shade darker. Oh no, sir.
DOA. No, in the fucking water, man.
That's why I will always have merit to say, dog, if you put Trump on paper and make him black, he wouldn't have got past the primaries. And the fact that he's in office shows just how racist this country continues to be.
Man, nobody got, boy, unless he had that Trump money, nigga, that boy didn't know how to raise no money. You thinking like that and you black? Well, you not even about to get in the race.
It's trippy. He was in Barack as a white mom. It's like it took the most exemplary of all black people ever to even get there. Y'all niggas want to pat on the back because you helped get him in office as if it wasn't still close. The whole country didn't vote him in. It wasn't like 100% of USA said, we're not racist. We have no, nigga.
That shit was looking like head of state. It's all coming down to California. The race for presidency is on.
Bruh. We almost thought he wasn't going to make it. Both times.
Real talk, when he made it the first time, I thought they was going to assassinate that man, dog. I was so scared, dog. Every day I was watching the news like, protect this man, dog, because they took out a white man, Kennedy, like it wasn't nothing.
Who liked blacks. You took him out because he had a little bit too much nigga lover in him.
Yeah.
They domed this nigga, dog, in broad daylight.
In front of his wife. In front of the country.
In front of the world. In front of the world. So they took this white man out. Oh, this country is wicked. These people, there's some wicked people in the world, dog, who do some shit, dog. So I was scared for this man every day. But that second time, I was like, oh yeah, that was that sauce. You dripped that sauce that first one.
I mean, end of the day, bro, people, you can love Obama, you can hate Obama, whatever. But end of the day, do not try to sell to me that we don't have a race problem in America when every time we look up on the side B, it's some race shit. It's some race shit. They be stories that we don't even have the time to get to. They be talking about, you talk about like all the shit that we be talking about, son. Sometimes I be like, I can't even get to that because we got to keep it moving. Or else we got a 5-hour podcast just off
depression.
How much shit you could find, son. Some shit I just try to say in passing just because we can't get into the fucking story, dog. And you gonna sit up here and tell me we don't have a fucking race problem, son? Like, how?
Sway.
And how do we not have a mental health problem, dog? They had these freaking middle school kids, girls trying to kill their classmates for the devil.
What? Let's read into that story because that shit. I heard about that. But let me tell you something, son. Racism is a mental illness, and white people, you got to deal with that shit that you created there, because like
racism is a white problem. I would say that unequivocally, son. That is a white problem. Like,
you got to get over that mental illness,
black
dog.
people to
we ain't here to figure that shit out, dog. We here to reap the benefits of when you solve this shit and we get all the fucking backdoor that we deserve.
Shouts out to them black people that called the cops on them suspicious white people.
Thank God.
That finally happened. That went a little viral, and that made me laugh on some level. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let me see it. I need to laugh right now.
And shouts out to Jay Steele.
Oh, this? Yeah.
And shouts out to Jay Steele's son that made me laugh yesterday, son. We leaving this yoga spot, right? And we walk out and they got this little white kid climbing up the pole. And she instantly looks, she's like, Mommy, you look like a monkey. And something about this little black kid
that is satisfying.
calling this little white kid a monkey as he be bad. Because look, why are you... We're at yoga land. Why did you
Where's your
climb
mother?
up there?
Where's your fucking mother? You little fucking monkey.
She's getting coffee or doing yoga.
He was out there by himself. His mom had to run out afterwards. We was just looking like you said, where's your mother?
Where's your mother, dude?
We were walking out here. She said, he's a monkey, Mommy. And I was like, oh.
You expecting company?
It's probably 5. Okay. But that 5 ain't fuck.
You could have named
Nigga Joe looking like, what the fuck?
All right, shit, I didn't. Do we let him in?
Yeah, you let Mike 5 in, man. You outside with the nephew or whatever. We gotta edit that bitch out a little bit. But yeah, man, there was a story of a North Carolina man was arrested.
What a 5?
These white people was like, they had guns and everything around the polling areas.
Oh, I didn't even notice that he had guns.
Mm-hmm. Around polling areas, and the black people over there was like, nah, homie. What's up, son? Was like, nah, homie, we ain't about to have this around these parts.
Good.
And they called the police and the white people got
Punisher
arrested.
shirt and shit, nigga. What the fuck is your problem?
But look, this is the most, like, these white dudes actually look like, they actually look suspicious though. Mm-hmm. Y'all calling cops on little girls giving out water, and we calling cops on niggas with tattoos up to their neck, bandanas, guns, and Punisher shirts. Nigga, like, come on.
Like both of y'all got skulls on the front with shades and shit.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like both of them have 2 shake knives or a piece on them.
Something.
And they look like they mean business, and they also might make crystal meth.
Oh wait, hold on. We skipped over, dog. You're about them Pittsburgh shootings, a synagogue.
Yeah. I thought I was waiting for to get to that. So,
they got this lady who was actually in the Holocaust, survived that shit, and got killed in the synagogue in 2018. That is fucked up.
Let me tell you, son. That shit is like eye-opening to. It should be eye-opening to everybody in the world, especially in America, that these white folks don't care about you white people that are Jews. They'll kill you in your church. So you better wake up and be on the fucking side that you need to be on, my nigga. Everybody need to jump on this black ticket. Like the white woman said earlier on this thing I was watching, black women has always voted in the best interest for the country. That's what we should lead towards. And I say this for you fucking Jews. You know what I'm saying?
For you fucking Jews. The
little voice. I say, like, you brought his voice down to register. Like, what? So serious and brooding.
As if Jews don't know they Jews, dog.
You're fucking up the effect, bro. Like, if you bring it down to register, you need to stay serious.
Now he lost it.
You can't bring your voice down and then say, and you fucking Jews.
Come on outside, you bastards. Get your bitch asses on outside, motherfuckers. Damn, son. But this dude killed 11 people, dog. Like that. But the thing is this.
Seriousness, yes.
As a synagogue gets shot up and it's getting a lot of, and it's fucked up. But these niggas been shooting up our black churches for decades, nigga.
Dog, definitely.
That's the same thing.
But it is definitely the same thing. I just want them to realize that they can look at your fucking white face and still have a racist discrimination on you based on your fucking religion and think of y'all some kind of niggas though. Y'all worse than niggas. Y'all Jews.
That's what I'm saying though. Like with Jews, like those are the white niggers though. Like white people, not speaking in general, but as far as like other
hierarchy
white people,
of the shit.
Jews are at the bottom of the hierarchy of white Euro.
Jews, Italians, and Irish people always get shat off for whatever reason.
Yeah,
because apparently
especially Italians.
Because someone actually in Italian lineage is like black, and that's one thing that was a problem for those purists. Like, so to make an Italian, there's some African in their systems. So it's an interesting thing because a lot of Italian people be like saying fuck niggas too.
Yeah, I say for sure. Yeah, they do. A lot of them.
Because being a fucking Italian white is still better than being a fucking nigger.
And then you still got Italians that beef with Italians because you got the Sicilians and you got the Italians.
I mean,
you got the North and the South.
Everybody within our own whatever.
Well, when I say that, I say the Sicilians because they're darker.
Yeah.
And the Italians that for like I think either from the North, they're lighter and much more whiter looking.
I mean, colorism is a thing. Period. For whatever reason, though, like the world has made black evil, and motherfuckers don't be wanting to be evil or don't want to be dark. It's like, look, bruh. That's why it's a campaign. It had to be a campaign for Black is Beautiful to assess black people in general to get our self-esteem up after getting beaten down for decades until we ugly. That's why right now, for black women, when people pick up black women, it's because for decades black women been getting shat on. That's why if you feel away because someone big up a black woman, you don't want the problem because you ain't even looking at the whole as to why little black girls need to be freaking uplifted given the context of how our country has normally done things. You're ignoring it purposely. But even looking at this, Robert Bowers, 46, suburban, white man, killing Jews, is going down in the country and...
Dog, these fucking nice people, dog. These fucking nice people, dog. In their fucking church, dog. Praying, doing whatever. Dog, that shit right there, dog. What is going to happen to him, huh? Does he go to some third floor mental illness fucking psych ward?
Yeah, it's going to be some mental illness BS like it always fucking is. Oh, it's a fascinating case. We'll have to study it. You know? Black man, why did you go into the synagogue and kill 12 Jews? Well, I'm mentally ill. Well, you're going to be mentally ill in fucking prison, nigga.
For life.
You're going to
No. By the time they answer that ask that question, he's sitting in the chair.
Say something.
Black man, why did you do this? Because I'm
sitting in the chair.
Done.
Ain't no chair, boy. You about to go outside.
Word to Paul Mooney, that definitely was not me, but he has this joke where he talks about that shit, how when white people do it's like, oh, that's a fascinating case, we gotta study it. Black men do it, it's like, oh, we're gonna fry your fucking ass, nigga.
Right.
Like, it's the same trope, dog, that we're gonna always have to deal with that shit, I think, son.
It's a piece of the pie.
It's just a piece of the American pie.
It is a piece of the pie, dog. And that's all I can say. I can let out a long ass growl, a long ass sigh, dog, because as many times you get slapped in the face with it, you keep on trying to like like spit it at me like I'm not seeing what I'm fucking seeing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, dude, Donald Trump has a nerve to sit up here and say he's trying to unify the country right now. That's one of the things that gives
this is a moment to say
a marker.
He only says that after somebody gets fucking murdered.
But I'm saying just a marker to Joe's side of the conspiracy is like, my nigga, did you try to be a unifier now? You trying to rebrand yourself? It's impossible, dog. You still down to Trump. Yeah. You can use every little nigga coon that want to follow you. You can get as many black kids fucking them kids was chanting his name, little bitches.
Well, actually,
I ain't see that video.
Speaking of that video,
to me it was all
they
paid
were black
actors.
Conservatives. Like it was a black, young black conservative
summit.
rally thing. Yeah. So I mean, if they didn't act like that, that would be weird.
No, it was very weird. That don't fuck with Trump.
It was very weird, right,
dog?
A lot of Republicans just because you black and a Republican don't mean you gotta fuck with Trump.
Right?
No, I'm saying though, like they were there to see Trump.
And I'm saying that's a problem.
They were paid actors.
Yeah, that's a problem.
That's all I'm saying. That's a problem. Fuck them.
I think they're paid actors.
They might have. Some people say they might have been.
I just don't think it was too off the mark being who they were as far as that politics.
I understand you're saying with politics, but as far as like beyond politics of character, these motherfucking black folks were too happy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't have no kind of restraint. They was like, we ready to suck the Trump dick today.
That's what I'm always giving you some shit too.
We dick ride and Trump ride.
Nigga had to learn to play Kendrick Lamar's All Right. Talk about irony.
Because
I know niggas really?
Because your boys PR and First AD came to the kids and was like, listen, I want y'all to play some things that get y'all jumping, whatever the hip hop it is. What is, you know,
The hip hop it is.
Yeah, you know, play that, and then, you know, that's how we're gonna introduce y'all on the camera. You know what I'm saying? Now notice what words I use. I said it's first AD because this shit's all a show. You know what I'm saying? This shit is all a fucking show, dog. All this shit for like, why are you doing this black with black?
He trying to get black people, dog. All of it is.
And you know what's funny?
From Kanye to that dumbass.
It's funny that black men will, for the most part, are gonna probably show out in stupid ass numbers. Not like large.
I mean, that's
but
the
like,
only numbers he has on the black side.
and that
mostly,
sucks,
mostly
son.
men.
That pisses me off.
Like black women are like 90-something% against. And they got a few more straggling ass Stacey Dashes, but
man,
it's the mug. It's not that good. But it's like the fucking it's us, dog. It's unfortunately us. Because it's like sometimes niggas will choose patriarchy. Hold up, while you fiddle with this boy.
Go ahead.
Sometimes niggas will choose patriarchy over, you know, their race.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? As we talk about that privilege and that power, man. Just be aware of that shit, man. I don't really got much more to say on any of this shit because it's like I'm feeling like you're trying to make me boo-boo the fool. And there's more of us that are like very up on your bullshit, but it's just frustrating to be pandered to.
Yeah.
In all regards. Like in all regards.
That is a big irritant of mine. Don't pander to
Don't patronize a nigga.
Yeah,
Please
I
don't.
hate that shit.
Feel me?
And I'm sorry for saying that to you Jewish people. Don't tell dog.
To you Jewish people.
Oh, bro.
That was that. ETOUFEE
of the day.
Man, let's sigh.
Huge ones. All right, we can get to that dose of NoLA'MURICA.
All right, what the fuck is going on in these streets?
We got to stop fighting. Your brother cannot be your enemy. We used to hang from trees, and now we're who they all want to be. But we're star proceeds. We're still living, trying to make the ends meet. Our bloods are kings and queens. Not what they made us believe. The community, more of a dynasty.
Alright, what is this? A soldier based at Louisiana's Fort Polk found with wife's body in trunk.
What?
Kids in the car.
Yeah, bro. That's
Oh my God.
Keep
Lake
it out.
Charles.
Yeah,
Authorities
man,
said a
it's real.
soldier based in Louisiana was arrested in a car with his wife's body in the trunk. The two toddlers in the car and his girlfriend driving.
Nigga, the side B is right there with you. While your wife in the car, your kids in the back.
Is she dead?
Nigga.
The wife dead?
Yeah, bro. Dead in the trunk, bro.
Dude,
Come on,
that's
man.
crazy.
Come on, man. It's ridiculous, man.
I wonder what the... Why, dude? What's that? What's that word?
Hold up, I gotta go back because apparently my computer said, hey, we're gonna just curse you the hell out and X out on that ass. But back to the story.
How do you say that parish name?
Calcasio?
Calcasio
Let's
parish?
Caucasian.
A Caucasian parish.
Man, that's Calcasoo, man.
Calcasoo.
Calcasoo,
Yeah,
alright.
Calcasoo, I'll take that.
I have no idea where that parish
Me
is,
neither.
but alright. Sheriff's Office statement says Logan Kyle was turned over to Army investigators at Fort Polk, and Sarah Parker of Lake Charles was arrested on charges of including a failure to report a homicide, and the 1- and 2-year-old children are in state custody, as they should be. And they didn't report homicide because they probably killed the damn lady.
Nigga.
And they were trying to dump the body.
Right.
They should be getting charged for murder right now.
all day.
Or suspicion of fucking murder.
How you just got the dead body, you ain't kill it.
Right. And why is it in the trunk?
It's all because I hate to go back to the racial aspects, but like, you know, this seems like white people. It's like, but nigga, you not even going to wonder how, like, we didn't even get no thoughts on how this wife is dead, right?
Right.
And because he's part of the military, they said the military got to handle that in the story. And I'm like, whoa, so
So the thing is, black man did it, he would have been a murderer off the dump.
Feel that way.
Especially if it was a white woman in his trunk. He'd have been murder one.
So it's like, hey, that's out here. And another story that tripped me out.
NOPD responds to armed burglary 17 hours after woman calls the police. I totally
Bitch,
believe that.
she didn't figure out the crime already?
I totally believe that, dog.
Armed burglary.
They
this lady had to wait 17 hours, dog.
Yeah. Because New Orleans police are notoriously slow to answer any call. Any call.
But I'm just mad. That's a stereotype that's already in the zeitgeist of America. That cops come to black neighborhoods and it take a long time for them to get there.
Yeah,
that's hood USC. But
17 hours. Now I can understand 3. Like they damn near that like 3 hours
and we
later.
shouldn't understand
that's
that, but that's
too
still
long.
the normal long.
Right, but 17
for armed burglary. This lady, that nigga could have came back and did something to her because he know that that's a loose end. If you say
Son,
that
in
long.
17 hours, you came to that lady's house when she was at home chilling. Like, what do y'all want, bruh? This nigga done robbed me and got my shit. I been called y'all.
You know, like
2 officers came to the door. Oh, you called 911? And
see what I'm saying? She at home.
Saturday at 9. It's Sunday morning at 2 a.m. That's ridiculous, dog.
That's going on in New Orleans, y'all. You hear me?
If you have an emergency, don't call NOPD and just get the strap. Because apparently they ain't going to come until like the following weekend.
And no crimes are getting solved here, man. That's what drives me, though. I will always say, my nigga, like, often when we say, when we get fucked with by cops, we be like, ain't they got some actual crimes that you could be solving? And you see something like this, and you're like that.
We say that because they fucking with us when there's an actual crime. There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Took you 17 hours to get to that motherfucker.
Know why they took them 17 hours? Because they missed a murder over there and they fucking with this other nigga downtown for petty weed and a little bit of crack.
Do better in OPD. Do better in New Orleans.
And I really thought I heard that they increased the force. Like they like hired a bunch of new officers and got like all this new, like the new cars and equipment and shit. Like y'all doing all these things.
Quality over quantity in OPD. We need quality over quantity.
Teach them, man, to be real police.
You know,
good police.
And as I stand by, dog, make sure that they mentals are correct, dog. I feel like that be something missing. You know what I mean? Mentally evaluate these motherfuckers, dog. Morally, is there a way to morally evaluate a motherfucker? I know they could lie, but goddamn, son.
I say that would probably be very difficult.
Too many, like, they got really good people that are cops, dog. You know what I mean? We know some, but there's also some psychopaths, dog. And once again, we can't have an abundance of psychopaths. We can't even have a slight slip. We talked about it on the last side, dog. It's like, doc, when you got people lives on the line, you need 99 percentile good shit, not no 50-50, no 60-40, no 70-30.
Right.
You know what I mean? We gotta figure out a way. I don't know the way. I'm not the nigga that run that shit, dog. But there gotta be a way to be better in hiring from the dump. From the dump.
Yeah, it's called a better extensive cycle exam when you first get in there. Number one.
We just spoke on that, so you playing with the baby.
Oh yeah.
Like, nigga just exactly said that.
Yeah, I came with a whole fucking plan for these niggas too.
Shouts out my dude Mike 5 and this bitch with Lil Max.
5 in the building.
You know what I mean? He looking at us like, what's going on? Maximilian. Shouts out. But yeah, man, and rest in peace to rapper Young Greatness, who was gunned down in front of a Waffle House.
Right around the corner, son.
Bruh.
That's the Waffle House right there on Legion
Fields.
Fields.
Yeah.
Bruh, right there.
Fucked up, dog.
In the 7. So just, man, like so many people on the wall have like noticed dude putting out the rest of pieces, shocked of course, mad and such, and like you just look at the city like, man, bruh.
Why you so wicked, bitch?
What can you do? I don't know. No answers, dog, but just, sending much positive energy and prayers to the family of Young Greatness. Yeah. And, man, like,
that's just fucked up, dog.
That's just fucked up. That's all I can leave it as. I don't want to speak no more on it. It's just fucked up.
Famous and lead the city. That's what you do.
That's unfortunate.
Boosie, you know what said that? Boosie said that out of all the hood niggas, Boosie said that after one of the rappers that was beefing with NBA Youngboy, who's blowing up real good, got murdered. Boosie said, bro, you gotta leave this bitch, dog. You really gotta get the hell up out of here. Come back, don't even do rap. You know what I'm saying? At big events, but you gotta leave. You can't just be around where a nigga can catch you at the corner.
Jealousy is not fiction, dog. It's not a fantasy.
It's not. And nigga caught him at Waffle House. That's so plain and simple. Somebody said he was in town for, what was you that said maybe in town for a funeral?
It was a family event. I forget if it was a family reunion or a funeral, but the news was saying that he was in town. He was only in town for a family event because he'd been out, touring and such. And he got on some crazy shit.
And I fuck with that song too.
Yeah, man. Our homie Ed Buckle shot the video, man.
Word?
Yeah. So that's why I said, shouts out to like all the family and friends, because you got so many friends on the Facebook wall that like know this nigga, son. So I don't know him. I don't want to purport like anything, but like I know to people that we know. It's like old girl Peaches that died. Keisha Caldwell's in there.
Yeah, Keisha Caldwell, aka Peaches.
So many of my friends know her like for real. I don't know her like that, but the fact that y'all hurting made me feel like, all right, it's positive energy and prayers out to everybody, you know what I mean, as they go through the grieving process, man, because it's so unfortunate and unnecessary, a lot of it. Yeah. So let's move into that, no, huh?
Bitch, I know you lying.
Bruh.
Bino.
So, first up on that, no, huh?
Oh, we gotta say it again.
Oh no, you don't.
This boy look like
man released from jail steals car from jail parking lot and get rearrested.
Because he want to go back in. He wanted to go back in. He is institutionalized so hard. He had a moment where like, dog, I can't make it in this world.
Right, he panicked.
A man was arrested over the weekend after he allegedly stole a car parked outside of Kansas jail immediately after he was released from that same jail.
That boy's like, anybody gonna come pick me up? Alright.
33-year-old Kevin Jones was arrested just hours after his release. Security footage allegedly showed Jones breaking into the car in the jail parking lot and driving off. He was later found by the vehicle's owner in a neighborhood just minutes away from the jail. The owner of the vehicle and some neighbors held Jones.
Wanted to get caught, son.
The owner of the vehicle and some neighbors held Jones until authorities arrived. So they caught his ass, whooped his ass, and held him. He was arrested and booked back into jail on charges of theft of a motor vehicle and criminal damage to property.
That man
he couldn't be without his boyfriend, bro.
Damn.
He had to go back in that pen, son.
Yep.
I think I totally agree with you, AlphaJoe, bro, because, like, that's... Ain't no way, dog. Like, you finally out and you break into a car in the park... No, son.
And then park around the corner.
You're institutionalized, homie. Tragically.
Tragically institutionalized, and I'm with D on this one. You have a prison man.
Couldn't go without him.
Thug in love.
Ugh. So before he said that, my first thought was like, man, he gotta go back and kill a nigga on a hit. He ain't done. He got paid to do this hit, and he got to do that.
Nigga told him, if you get out, we gonna do you, boy. You better come back in. I just felt like he just crazy.
I just felt like somebody offered him money, like, no, son, do this hit for us. And he was like, man, I gotta get back in jail, though. Man, just take a little steal of a car, man. Do a little small time, 30 days.
I wish I could have just watched it. Like, watched him leave, watch him make the decision to go steal the car.
Now, what about his mental illness?
Epic.
It is a mental illness.
Because that's some stupid ass shit right there. For you
that
to
is some mental. That's go like when you say institutionalized. That's the next level. It's like you so gone that you're free, and your first move is to steal a car in the same spot that you just leaving. Nigga, you ain't well in the head, or like you said, purposely done for reasons we will not know. Only can speculate.
Because of Jerome.
Because of Leroy and Skillet.
Leroy and Skip. Police, 75-year-old woman shot grandson for putting cup of tea on the furniture.
Bitch, I told you how many times about putting it on the furniture.
Dog. She had a complex, dog. I think she was paranoid schizo, and she thought the child was trying to fucking kill her with the teacup.
Dumb. Trying to murder me with this teacup. You gotta go.
Teacup. You have to go, dog.
I think
what the fuck sense does that make?
I think she's an old stern lady
on the furniture,
and it's like her baddest is her grandchildren or a child.
Look at this mugshot, grandson.
She looks like a crazy person.
She looked like she'll do it again.
A Minnesota woman is facing assault charges after police say she shot her grandson for putting teacup on the furniture.
It's probably one of her worst grandchildren. I'm tired of this.
Helen Washington, 75, charged with second-degree assault, felony.
Shot him in the leg.
Police were called to Brooklyn Center home upon arrival to discover the victim suffered from a gunshot wound to his thigh.
See what I'm saying? Below let me tell you something. This is a joke from Dave Chappelle. Because they was doing the dice game and Charlie Murphy shot Dave Chappelle below the waist. And he's like, see, when it's below the waist, it's not attempted murder. And that always stuck with me, son.
A witness at the scene told police that Washington was mad at her grandson after he ignored her request to keep his cup off her furniture. Washington dumped the tea out and left the room. When she returned, she resumed arguing with the grandson, who had fetched a new cup of tea and again placed it on the furniture.
Oh, bitch, you tried,
As the argument continued, Washington pulled out a gun and shot her grandson in the leg. When Washington was arrested...
Pause it.
It's in the story. Hold on. She reportedly asked where she had hit her grandson, and she didn't think she should go to jail. I
knew I shot that boy. It was a clean wound, too.
A judge has ordered Washington to be reevaluated to see whether she is competent to stand trial.
She's not competent to stand trial.
You can't go to stand and say that shit. You ain't going to be like, yeah, I shot that boy. Shot him in the leg.
Right, I shot him. Oh, really? Okay.
And he ain't gonna lie, grandson he might be a man. He better be a man. So real talk, I ain't gonna lie, it's her house.
Yeah.
She told him what it is.
Yeah.
She says they were arguing. This lady's 75. You shouldn't be arguing with this old ass lady, dog.
Where came from, dog? Because they to the newspaper, you know, the headline trying to make it seem like, oh, he put the seat up there.
Wow, bitch, I told you about it.
No, they were fighting about probably buku other shit too.
You about to call her an old bitch and everything.
Oh God, she's like, oh, I'm an old bitch, yeah.
I got you. He probably told her, bitch, go get your pistol.
Oh, go get my pistol.
Oh, you think I'm playing?
Oh, nigga, what you think happened to your grandpa?
Nigga, what?
Nigga, what?
Pulled out that Colt 45.
And she been watching Dave Chappelle.
Dog.
It's fun to argue her point.
No,
she said, like, I shot my leg. I shouldn't go to jail.
Straight up.
What's up, Miss Helen? I see you, man. Free Miss Helen.
I watch
man.
How to Get Away with Murder. I watch all that shit.
Free Miss Helen, bro. Free Miss Helen.
Free her, dog. Cause her grand. So real talk, bitch. Why you won't try your grandma like that?
Why you ain't respecting your grandma?
In her house.
Take that fucking teacup off her fucking.
You gonna pour tea out and then put that bitch back on the furniture on a new cup after she told you about the first cup?
Nigga.
Get shot.
Get
Boy,
shot.
you lucky it was below the waist,
Free
nigga.
Miss Helen, son.
Free her, dog.
Free Miss Helen, dog.
How much the bill?
What's the bill, dog? We ride with you, Miss Helen.
That's a GoFundMe for that ass, dog.
Here go another crazy one, bruh. A doctor. I'm gonna run the story out, y'all, dog. So this doctor, dog, she asked a patient friend of hers for some money to start her practice, to get her own practice popping, right? The patient loaned her $300,000, $300K, right? And then when the patient tried to get her money back, the doctor wrote her down to have dementia and tried to get her locked away.
Where is this doctor?
Tennessee.
She's a quack doctor for real.
She tried to finesse the fuck out this motherfucker.
Nigga say, oh, you want your money back? Boy, you crazy.
You crazy.
You crazy.
You a crazy person. Go to fucking Arkham. Bitch, you crazy.
Well, we're in this store like,
Wow,
wait, what?
dude.
Is she serious?
And she was like, well, she started getting violent with me. Bitch, cause you trying to not give her $300K.
That's $300K.
Oh my god, dog.
You didn't.
Probably still charge her for nursing lessons.
Son.
You look at that lady and come back and murder you for that $300K.
She then retired according to her and on her own terms. No, lady, you lost your license. Don't claim you retired. No, that's some ill shit right there, son.
If that
lady
lady
money,
though, she'd be under the prison.
You see, it's an old white lady.
It would be front page.
Oh my god, dog. I was like, damn. You trying to get this lady locked away.
Now, first of all, I wouldn't have loaned.
No, okay, that goes what I was saying, son.
Like, firstly.
But damn.
But she really tried.
The fact,
man, if she gonna loan it to me, shit, I gotta secure this bag.
The thing is one thing to say I'm not gonna pay. It's nothing to say you gotta go to the crazy house and you suffer from dementia.
I'm your doctor.
That's
I'm
raw,
diagnosing you with this. That lady had to go to a whole nother doctor to clear her for them to catch this motherfucker.
That's crazy.
Cause she was saying, oh, she tried to get violent. She came attacking me for no reason. She's making up these things.
Where you get this $300K from, man? You started this
$300,000 from.
Bruh.
That'll be the first question I ask her. So where you get this $300 from? Well, where did it come from then?
Crazy.
No, huh?
Yeah.
I know you lying.
Bitch, I know you lying.
I
I know you lying.
lying.
I know you lying.
I need something I can work with, man. Y'all killing me today.
And we all happy, feeling good inside. Cause people doing good in the world of pure defuckery. Like the shine a light, on a person, on a nigga, doing good. In the pure world of pure defuckery. Fuckery.
So we spoke about this on side A, man. Big ups to Ethiopia. I almost got caught up on the word for some reason. Big ups to Ethiopia for electing its first
woman president.
President.
Okay, so it's Ethiopia. That's cool.
Yeah, man. And if you know how Africa rolls in certain countries, man. The fact that you got a woman president is like a very, very,
very bold statement.
Step in the right direction, as you just said, a very bold statement. As we wait for this dumb thing to freaking load up. Damn.
Well, I hope the universe grants her all the protection and positive vibes that she can get, because she got a very tough road ahead of her. And I think that's a president of any African nation. Like,
especially a woman president of African nation.
Yeah, you got some work to do.
I mean, any woman president of any nation has to deal with the fact that our world is already misogynistic.
If it's the first, like any of them, period. Yeah. But the first would definitely have to go like
take them rocks.
It's almost like a bully game that like you gotta suffer.
Her name is...
She's beautiful.
She is beautiful. SaliWorkZuede. I hope I didn't mess up your name. SaliWork, I most likely did. Zude. And the move held is setting a new standard for women in the East African nation. The Prime Minister's Chief of Staff announced on Thursday they've appointed the country's first female president. She's 69 and served since June as the United Nations Special Representative to the African Union as an Undersecretary General. She also has held top diplomatic posts representing Ethiopia and France and Djibouti.
Oh, Djibouti. No, baby, you're Djibouti.
She got some experience.
She got that work.
That's cool.
You dig? SaliWork replaces Mulatu Tashomi, who resigned on Wednesday. In a patriarchal society such as ours, the appointment of a female head of state not only sets the standard for the future, but also normalizes women as decision makers in public life. Tweeted Fitsum Marega, the top aide to Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, who leads Ethiopia's government and policy.
That's good. That's good. Steps forward, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
One step for mankind.
Okay, here we go.
I don't know the rest of the shit.
Oh, God. I thought you had it. I was like, okay, go on, you know.
Gotta be poignant, right?
The next one I have up here is, man, this man wants to make this huge homeless shelter out of this cruise ship.
It's dangerous, but I don't know. I mean,
don't make the ship. The ship ain't gonna be on water. Just the
all
ship
right,
itself.
All right.
You thought you gonna just be cruising the homeless?
All right, y'all. Mojitos and black mama jamas for everybody. Mama jamas.
Is entrepreneur. He has a plan. He thinks he's found an answer. Contractor Ken Capron plans to buy an old cruise ship that's no longer in use. What up, Max, baby? That's no longer in use. His aim is to rebuild the entire vessel, thus transforming it into affordable apartments stationed in the city's port. Station. By letting people live on the boat, he could solve a homeless problem for over 1,000 people. In the process, he'd be creating a brand new floating community.
That's dope.
It is dope.
That'd be cool. I just hope he has all the necessary bells and whistles to like eventually get the people out of there and back into, you know, normal life.
I like people who take things that they don't use anymore, like big buildings and big places, like yachts, and use them for shit like this. That could actually, you know, that's actual God's work.
Because even being in our city, we got so many abandoned buildings
that we could turn into some homeless shelters, some daycare centers, all type of shit, dog. Things that actually can help humanity.
Like, we talk about racism a lot, but homelessness is a cancer in our freaking country that we often decide to overlook. So anybody with that kind of money that's actually having that purpose, applause. Applause. All they can give is kudos. Will Ferrell is going door to door to campaign for Stacey Abrams for governor. For Georgia governor, dog.
Because Will Ferrell's that nigga, dog.
Nigga, what?
I thought it was fake at first, but then I saw the video. I was like, oh shit.
He really doing it.
Really popping up at people's doors?
With his black lady.
I wish Will Ferrell would pop up and have my door. Hey, what's up?
Hit this.
Trying to take a night?
Nigga.
What you doing here?
Shake your motherfucking bed, baby.
Doing cocks?
I'm here to tell you, Devin, that if you're not first, you're last.
Oh, no. He wasn't.
That's John C. Reilly.
Yeah, I'm
but
sorry.
But everything else, though.
White people all look the same. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, not them two.
I'm kind of racist.
But, dude, son, like, I'm like, this nigga riding for this black woman to be governor, dog. I was like, all right, well, what up?
Yeah, out of all people on the motherfucker.
I was like, nigga, I was going to vote for her anyway. But, what's up?
You know,
shake and bake.
Make sure you're not going all the white people, though, Will.
You about to say out of all the people, what?
I was say all the people, but when I think about it, Will Ferrell, you always been on the right side.
Yeah,
I never heard nothing negative. That's all I can
gotten
say.
out of the way. Yeah,
you know what I mean. Shouts out to Jim Carrey, who's just always publicly shaming Donald Trump.
I like it,
and it's just, you know, a Jim Carrey thing.
Honestly, dog, you don't have to even publicly shame Donald Trump, but dog, just don't publicly support him.
Bro. But when you got the influence over the white mass,
I appreciate it.
Because we got niggas like Kanye with this influence over the black mass, just fucking it up.
I think that we need. They say
throwing it away.
They say don't feed them to the wolves. I don't know about that. Some people need to get fed to the wolves.
And lastly, bro, I want to pick up the Japan's Princess Ayako surrenders her royal status as she marries for love.
Okay, first of all, I didn't even know Japan
had
was
princesses. Has a dynasty.
Yeah, like I didn't know that it was like that. I thought they had presidents.
I don't know nothing about Japan. I'm not gonna pretend that.
All right, let's read this shit. This is
a princess.
Yep, apparently they do, dog. Turned out under the crisp blue skies, about 1,000 well-wishers turned out at the Meiji Shrine in Tokyo Monday to catch a glimpse of Japan's Princess Ayako and her groom Maria on their wedding day. As the smiling couple entered the shrine, the crowd shouted their congratulations with the Japanese word banzai, meaning an auspicious wish for long life. Close family members and friends welcomed the bride and groom as they made their way to the ceremony. She was dressed. Okay, I don't care about all that. Let's get to the real. Now these breaking all that down. 28-year-old Princess Ayoko is the youngest child of Princess Hisako and the late Prince Takamoto, cousin of Emperor Akihito. According to Japan's imperial law, female members of the royal family to forfeit their titles. It sounds like how they do in Europe, where they got the kings and queens at a ceremony, but they got the prime minister who really do shit. That's the vibe I'm getting off of this. Because like we say, we know about their world leaders. And world leaders aren't usually like kings and queens. So I think
I can handle that.
Japan's emperor.
I just have to know what the hell was going on.
Yeah, but it's really cool that she decided, nigga, I want to get with this nigga. Not whoever you appointed, not some royal motherfucker. No, I want to get with this nigga. I'm a woman. I'm going to make that choice.
Well, you must step down.
In Japan. Because you know Asia is heavy to talk about some patriarchal shit. Nigga, that whole continent is just... You want to go live in Asia? They used to kill motherfucking daughters, nigga, if they had
China,
In China, so it was like, dude, you making a bold statement.
Yeah, more than one children. They also killed the second child as well.
You a real ass woman, bro. So for all women out under there, you know, even if you got the better job, nigga, married for love.
Married for love, man.
You love that broke ass nigga? Ride with that broke ass nigga.
Man, whatever, bitch. You breaking tradition. All right? Thousands of years. You think that boy got the emperor type of leadership? No, you ain't got to marry for love. You know what love's gonna be like? Ramen noodles. All right? Because you
got money. Ain't gonna be ramen.
Ain't no more money. You put the titles away. Ain't no more money.
Her daddy.
No, you don't think she got hordes of cash?
That's all in for the family, son. She left the family. She's part of his family now. His broke ass family. All right.
Shouts out there. I think it's a real ass move, right? Do what you want to do, bro. We in 2018.
Yeah, go live with the poor.
Everybody, I don't know.
Ain't gonna be no emperor money.
He just has to say no, man.
Ain't gonna be no emperor money, bitch. I hear you, son. So yeah, outside B, episode 66, man. We about to get about you. Once again, hit us up at flywithbats@gmail.com. With anything that you got to tell us, anything that you want to ask us, anything you want to talk about, dog. We'll run it with you. We'll read it on air. Also hit us up on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, Google Play, Podbean, the podcast app. And hit us up with that 5-star as well as some type of comment, man. We want to read it on air. We want to know what you think, bro. Even though our listenership is going up, we still want to know what y'all talking about, man.
Right. If you're listening, let us know.
Yeah, but let us know. Even if it's what's up, y'all? Where's your person? So yeah, man. Appreciate y'all listening, man. This is that actor guy, Martin Bats Bradford. You can find me on all your social media platforms at Mr. Bats. Spell that Mr. Outer. You ain't gonna find me. And for 66B. I'm outie.
And it's me, it's D, the MAC. And you can catch me on Instagram at FrenchBread.kid. And make sure you follow my clothing line at YourDig504. I say what I mean, and I mean when I say it. And I'm out here.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Posse Wine, it's your boy AlphaJoe, fresh out of the gumbo, still deep in the roo. And if you're out in the streets and you're low, shit, something had to drop. You know, that was a part of every episode. If you're out in the streets and you're looking for me, you can find me on IG, AlphaJoe NOOO HA 504. And you can find me on Facebook at Joseph Alphaman Pines for sideB 66. We out this bitch.
We didn't even speak on that Triple X shit about how that whole thing came out with him admitting to all the domestic abuse and all.
All right, here's what I'm gonna say about it.
That's crazy.
Whatever. The nigga dead now. He's dead. Mm-hmm. I'm over it. Like, it's coming out, so I guess niggas can be like, oh, but his true fans gonna be like, whatever, dog. They was like, whatever with the jump.
They still gonna ride.
The girl had a picture with her bruised up and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Beaten to a pulp. What else evidence you really needed? Now it's like he confessed to it from beyond the grave. Mm-hmm. Man, nah, bruh. He's gone. Yeah. And wherever he's at, he's paying for all whatever he's done and getting rewarded for all he's done.
And there you have it. We out this bitch. Peace.
Yeah, chillin' on the couch, hand on my pouch, just waking up, watching Homeboy House, thinking about the day I had to press rewind, play, when I say being a doctor was my goal, ambition, thing I wanted to be, until I learned the work that it took, and I would be in infinite debt, then I imagine myself, 80 years old, dead with debt over my head, too much doubt, gotta go another route, once I got on the music, I ain't never getting out, I envision my life and how I'ma live it out, kids in the wife, I hope I figure it out. So until then, rule 10, gotta wrap it up, cause life moves on even if we get stuck. So I turn back on the tube, now I'm on a cool. Watch her set it off, wishing I would make moves. The people was a fool, but the blues, it will hit ya. So you stay inside so them bullets might miss ya. You can get your issue any single day. Make beats at my home so I never fade away. Learning notes and keys, I gotta sit alone. I used to pray to God, but we don't get along. Preachers and believers trying to turn me around, but I should still be proud even if I'm not down with G.O.D. My real F-A-T-H-E-R, not in my vision of tomorrow. He's still living, never forgiving. I order, try and get along, but twice he ran alone, so now I stand alone. But I ain't lonely. Wheat, cheese, and turkey used to be baloney. Smart kid growing up, but that in an instant. Winning every day, see my past in the distance. I don't regret a thing, cause I love my existence. Kinda militant, but that's just sentiments from living this life. Still got an open mind. People surprised I never been shot or did time. Step out on the porch, nothing never changed. Stuttering Jerome, old girl, what's her name? There go old Missy. Look at Miss Barbara, and the lady who made the frozen cups daughter. Yeah, I got smarter, learned from the dumb. Been in my own lane, just never had my own drum. Used to rap about clapping, ain't never had a gun. I was just imitating, but with a little patience, I'm 3 years ahead of my time and stimulating for me to imagine what would have happened if I was saving like every week. Cause living off pennies ain't sweet, it's bitter. You can be my nigga, but they don't mean that you fam. Trust is like putting a loaded 48 in the hand of a woman or a man who got ulterior plans. Now you're looking at your casket, the invisible man. Cars and the glam and entertainers demand. Isn't what I need, have me like Joe Queen, Phoenix. I'd rather never have an image, but shout out to the ladies and jits whoever did it. I ain't a known rapper, but I represent it. Up on the track, New Orleans to the ending. Looking at a picture, the past feels near, but I'm living in the now when she sold last year. Gotta go to work, do I wanna go to sleep? Been up all night with this beat on repeat. But life don't wait and money don't make itself. I need stability, but what I want is wealth.